we're in the left turn lane, and I'm going, and he just coasts along like this, and he didn't see us. He coasted along, and Brianna freaked out and yelled because she sees this guy coming at her, and I immediately stopped because I couldn't do anything. If I go into this lane of oncoming traffic, I could get hit, and that would be worse. But he just came, cutting across, smashes in like right above the front tire, and you see this whole dent. And then he just keeps on going along, and Brianna jumped out of the car and went to talk with him, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, I thought I hit a curb. I didn't even see him." I'm thinking, you gotta be shitting me.
Wow.
And he thought that we hit him, but I mean, if I hit him, obviously I'm gonna have the dent. Because I hit, and that's stupid.
That's ridiculous.
But
Alright, well, I guess we might as well start. Hello and welcome to the GeekVerse cast. This is a special week. There's 4 of us today. I don't know what else to say about that. My name is Dylan
Is
Musk.
that why it's special?
Yeah.
There's 4 of us?
We haven't had 4 in a long time.
Good
I
minute.
can't remember the last time.
7 days, I think. No, that was 5.
That's 1 week.
I feel like that was probably 5.
That was 5.
Just sitting in this room recording, don't you feel like this is like less people than we normally have these days?
Yeah, it's a
Like
little
it feels
crowded.
very crowded. Like
Let's go.
everyone,
We should,
like
go
I
get
can't
your
move my
parents.
legs without bumping into people.
We
But
can
now
have
I
your parents.
can stretch, and it feels
I'll get
very
Sammy.
true.
Sammy can be a special guest.
Yeah.
The
so,
cat.
Sammy the cat. No, we don't want her. That's gonna get. That's not gonna get any. If
I don't
we had
think
like
we'd
video,
be able
maybe
to say
but
any
if it's
words.
just sound, it'll be really annoying. I'm Dylan Musk, joined by
I'm Tyler Tipper Briggs.
Tipperman.
I'm the snowdrifter, Jessica. It's snowing outside, by the way. Beautiful Canada.
I am the notable Taylor Field.
The notable.
The
I
notable.
like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Kirkland and
Notable,
Travis
that's
are not
good.
with us today. They are actually it's both of their mother's birthday today. So shout-outs.
That's an actual thing?
Yeah, I think they might be brothers
Well, but-
without knowing, but
For those of you who
Kirkland's
don't know,
birthday
they're
was
not
yesterday, too.
supposed to be brothers.
they could be.
Yes.
Go on our Facebook, wish
We're
Kirkland a happy
uncertain right
belated
now.
birthday, too. It was his birthday
Yeah, shout out to
on
Kirkland.
Shout-outs.
Thursday?
Yesterday, Sunday.
But
Mhm.
that would be Thursday,
I
because
know.
not
I always
yesterday.
mess it up. I always mess it up. Who wants to start with news today?
I'll go.
All right.
Because I'm actually
Sweet.
prepared. Usually I go last, so I'm not
Yeah,
prepared.
you have notes today. It's pretty good.
Alright. There you go.
Okay. So, as you guys have probably noticed, we are not hosting with Travis today. So we all put in a little extra effort to fill the void with extra notes. Travis, if you're listening, you understand.
He's the team captain.
Okay. So I'm gonna start out with a bunch of Pokemon news, actually.
Ooh, that's exciting.
I know, that's the good stuff. I'm gonna start with the Prime news. Okay, so first of all, the Detective Pikachu commercial was,
I've
Yeah.
heard about that. I actually
I
have no
heard
idea
about
what
it
it
too.
is.
But yeah, no,
it's like, if you watch the commercial, it's really weird, because you look like you're playing this child alongside of Pikachu, but they've animated in, like, tons of facial expressions and, like, teeth to Pikachu, so he'll, like, yell, and he has teeth and makes weird facial expressions. There really doesn't seem to be that much information on it, but it is an eShop exclusive. So it's coming out at 1,500 yen, so approximately like $20 Canadian. So it's not going to be that bad. There is currently a petition going around though to have Danny DeVito do the
Yeah, I
voicing
saw
in
that.
English.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that. Apparently they're actually getting quite a bit of traction. So
Probably not. With Nintendo, I doubt it, but that'd be pretty
it would be pretty prime though.
yeah.
So yeah, and then moving along, news on Pokken. It's got a set release date now of March 18th,
cool.
so coming up pretty quick. And then they have already...
That's like everywhere in North America then? Because it's already been out of Japan for a
yeah,
while.
that's what I gathered is North America,
Okay.
because they're hosting World Championships in San Francisco for it on August 19th to 21st.
It sounds like they're trying to push like competitive community in tournaments and stuff like that.
Probably. I mean, with all the hype that goes on
Yeah.
when there are competitive tournaments, I wouldn't be surprised if that's them trying to make sure that they kind of get that hype, especially with Pokemon Go.
Right. Yeah.
So, hashtag transition. Pokemon Go trailer was released for the Super Bowl. So that was already put out, despite the fact that the Super Bowl has not yet happened to my knowledge. I don't
have no
sport.
idea.
That trailer was
Anyone
Pokemon.
I watch esports. I don't watch.
Yeah.
That was the Pokemon Go, or was it? Because I saw a trailer and it was like Pokemon 20 or whatever. Like
No,
after 20
Maybe they have
years.
another one. coming out
It's the
for Super Bowl.
20th anniversary of Pokemon right now.
Okay, because I saw that, but was there another one then for Pokemon Go?
So the one that is for Pokemon Go that's for the Super Bowl is like a commercial of basically people saying, I can do that.
Okay, that's what I saw, but I didn't know what it was, if this was Pokemon Go or if this was like Celebration.
No, as far as I know, that's Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Because right now they are in their 20th anniversary, so there's the remake of Red, Blue, and Yellow all coming out.
Cool.
They're coming out with 2DSs in blue, red, and yellow to celebrate with each of them as well. They are available for pre-order on the UK shop. As far as I know, though, not so much in Canada, which is unfortunate.
Classic Canada.
Yeah, I'm always late to the game. So yeah, and then on that note, there was footage released for the Yellow remake that's coming out.
Yeah, I saw that.
You watched that too?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically what you would expect. It's Pokemon Yellow.
Is it just a straight up remake? Like nothing?
Yeah,
It doesn't even look like they updated it
so,
graphics-wise or anything?
yeah, it doesn't really seem like it. It seems like it's more just ported up.
It's not like an Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby
Right.
remake or anything.
No, you got like the little pixel Pikachu following you around. And you like go into the menu and it's like the one little guy that like waves his arms up and down and go into battles and nothing happens.
Nostalgia.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty much all that you watch it and you're just like, man, like you face the Pikachu and you click on him and his little box pops up with his smile or his angry face depending on how you treat him.
Wasn't that
Good
like your
times.
top game of all time?
It's one of them. Yeah, that was like I grew
On your
I grew
top
up
10 list?
playing that. I have like my little Pokemon, what was it, Game Boy Color?
Yeah.
With like the Pikachu and the light was the Pokeball. It's quality.
Quality.
Anyway, that's what I have for Pokemon news.
Nice.
So moving right along, there was a new Warcraft trailer released. Anyone watch that?
I have not.
No, it's a new 30-second clip. And it looks extremely more CGI than the last one.
Yeah, I think I.
Is that good or bad? Would
No,
you say? Bad.
it looks, when they have like their main orc talking, it's bad. I mean, all the humans that have makeup on look good, but there was a couple shots of like large CGI armies and stuff, and it just kind of reminds you of like the last Lord of the Rings, where you can kind of tell everything is not just masses of people anymore.
Yeah.
It's worth checking out. I mean, it's only 30 seconds,
Okay.
but it's definitely not as amazing as I would have hoped for.
Yeah.
Moving along, this was some news that I had pulled out for Dylan, which he might have.
Oh.
Might be taking it from you. It's on Fire Emblem. So I know last time I brought up that they were
Doing the triple pack.
taking
Something
out
else?
more of the like sexual content and editing
Oh, right.
it for the
Okay.
West. So now they're also taking out the petting mini game. So there was a mini game that Japan got that we're not getting.
Really? What is this? I've
Uh,
not heard of this.
You haven't heard of this?
No.
Oh, well, apparently you're not going to find out because it's not in the
petting mini game?
petting mini game. I don't know. Like, did you get pets in that game?
No.
Well, then
I don't know what that
can't-
would be.
I can't tell you. I just saw it and I was like, you know, maybe.
What the heck? I'm trying to think what that would be in Fire Emblem. That's weird. I'll have to look into
when
that.
You, when you find out, you can.
I'll report it on that.
Pet things.
I guess. I don't know. I've never done that in Fire Emblem games.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's how they're like trying to bring
I'm
in
wondering
more
why
crowd
that
or
would be
something.
removed.
I don't know.
Must be pretty vulgar or something.
Maybe they tried it in Japan and it just wasn't as popular as they hoped, so
Yeah.
saves them the porting of or the
Yeah.
voiceovers or whatever. Also on the Fire Emblem, they've already announced DLC dates. They have them almost every week from February 19th, so right after release, all the way till April 21st.
Holy crow.
That's weird.
There's 2 that are free, and then all the others range in price from $2 to $4.50. So even though you're paying like $70 for this game, you're paying quite a bit more.
Well, I'm
for
gonna buy like
DLC.
the triple pack and get 3 games. I don't need any DLC.
You don't need the DLC.
Playing 3 Fire Emblem games is probably gonna take me like 2 years. So.
Do you know
Yeah.
what comes with the DLC exactly?
There's a whole list of all the different DLCs, and I'm sure for someone that played, they would probably know a little bit more about it. I just know that Dylan and the missing Kirkland are fairly into Fire Emblem, so I try and take notes of it when I see it. And yes, so if you want to look into it, there was Smash news for you as well,
Yeah.
but I'll leave that for
I have
you.
like a ton of Smash stuff.
I'll leave
That's
it-
pretty much all my news.
I'll
today.
leave it for you then.
Smash
Okay.
is my life.
So Sonic tweeted for their 25th anniversary. Basically, it was a video, and it was Sonic's face, and then it morphed into a new generation Sonic face. But in the background, you could see the numbers that people are guessing is March 21st. So people are rumoring that Sonic's going to be making an announcement on March 21st. So it'll be something to kind of keep an eye out on, see if something comes up with that. As of right now, though, it is just rumors. This one is not really news. I just found it interesting. Someone has created an Ocarina of Time controller that is, in fact, an Ocarina. So they literally play an Ocarina to control it, and
That sounds so cool.
it's really cool, but it's so annoying to watch because you just hear him go like tweet 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 tweet, whee! And it's just like him like blowing really hard to like run forward, and then like he'll like change the pitch and then attack, and he'll be like tweet, 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 and it's really cool. And he's defeated 3 bosses so far
that's
just
crazy.
using the Ocarina. So I
That's
mean,
impressive.
it's cool.
Well,
to
you know, like
watch,
some people
but-
play like Call of Duty and stuff with like Guitar Hero controllers and things like that. I played
Yeah.
Melee once with the
dance pad?
the DK Congo drums.
Really.
You can't move left or right. It's pretty awful, but it's really fun.
Yeah.
You have to clap to use your shield, but it's like it only uses your shield for the instance of the clap, so it doesn't last very long.
So you're just sitting there like mashing your hands
It's
together.
very problematic. Yeah,
Yeah, well, I've heard people using like dance mats and stuff too.
Yeah.
So
that's funny.
I don't know. I just thought it was.
I want to
kinda
know how
cool.
that works. Actually, I'm gonna look into that.
Do it.
That sounds interesting. I'm not gonna buy one myself, but I'm
Yeah.
interested to see how that works.
I don't know. It probably just picks up the different pitch, and
Yeah.
depending on the pitch, will do a different action.
hmm
So I am not skilled enough with an Ocarina to
Beat 3 bosses.
beat 3 bosses by any means. So yeah, continuing. This one was for Kirkland. Unfortunately, he's not here. Far Cry Primal was played by IGN and rated already. Gave it a 4.5 out of 5. There's gameplay videos for it now out already, and it actually looks really cool. You watched it?
I've been keeping in touch with it. I didn't see the gameplay yet, but
Okay.
There's no dinosaurs, unfortunately. I know, right?
That
But
would be the coolest
maybe
thing.
There was-
DLC.
there was mammoths, and I think they said saber-tooths and stuff as well. They've noted that things change at night, so animals act differently and things go to sleep, so they actually have integrated day and night systems.
That's awesome. Not
Um,
enough games do that.
Yeah, no, it seems really cool. And then one of the things that they said is also really cool is they actually have it really realistic. There's no cement, so you don't get your classic like gray color scheme. It's a lot of like browns and oranges and things like that, so it's a lot different to look at. And then, I don't know, this one kind of might be a spoiler alert, but apparently you find it fairly quickly, so it's something they've integrated called Beastmaster mode, and basically you can like train animals. So the first animal you get is an owl, then you can go up to wolves and
Saber-tooths,
bears
I'm
and
pretty sure.
saber-tooths, yeah.
Wow, that's
And
cool.
you can use them to like, you know, have your owl like scope out other camps and then send in wolves to attack them and stuff like that. So they're kind of integrating different things that you don't normally find in Far Cry, so it actually kind of makes me want to play it.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're definitely
That's
switching up
awesome.
the formula this time. They've kind of been doing, seems like from my perspective, the same thing for the past. How
4
many
games?
are out? 4 games now?
Four
Yeah.
games, yeah.
I think
pretty
you
much.
can. The DLC you get for pre-ordering it. I think you can play as a mammoth for a mission or something.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm pretty sure. Either you're riding it or you are the mammoth,
Oh,
and you're
that's
just
so awesome.
destroying this whole village or
As,
whatever.
in the
That is
character select
amazing.
screen, you can just pick a mammoth.
It'd be really cool.
That's
So,
awesome.
I know you see in the watching the video, the guy uses like a bow and arrow and a spear and stuff. So it's not just in theory you wouldn't have guns anyway. So.
Yeah. You think most of the combat's going to be melee combat then?
Yeah, unless you have bow and arrow or your
Okay.
beasts, right? If you like
Sweet.
send in a wolf.
Like a slingshot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they
Boomerang.
can bash.
Just turn into Link.
Oh, boomerang would be sweet.
Bombs. Let's
Play your,
go.
use the
Come on.
ocarina to play.
Use the ocarina, yeah.
You just turn Far Cry Primal into the new Legend of Zelda. Send your video to Nintendo.
Except you can only play it with the ocarina, so.
Mhm.
God, it'd be
I know.
horrible.
Certain pitches call different animals.
That actually sounds really cool. I was pretty skeptical about Far Cry Primal when I first heard of it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know they're going to do that, but it sounds pretty awesome, especially with the Beastmaster and whatnot. So I'm actually really excited for this now.
Yeah, the only reason I actually clicked on the link was just because of, I know Kirkland's been saying some good things about it. And after watching it, it seems like I might invest in it.
Well, it seems like, even just with Parker in general, like, the first two, like, people knew about him, but, like, they were kind of meh, and, like,
Yeah.
3 started to pick up, and, like, people really like the 4th one.
Mm-hmm.
And, so they know what's up. They're adapting.
Definitely.
Well, and it's
definitely.
good. They changed in the right direction. Like, I remember with, like, Saints Row, it didn't change in the right direction. It just went completely ridiculous, and it was just stupid to play. But they're changing in a way that seems to still captivate their audience.
I
it's
think
the right
I think the
move.
thing with Saints Row is they're like, we're not as big as Rockstar, so we got to do something different. We're just going to go for
Yeah.
absurdity, and that's kind
Yeah,
of
that's kind of their
I think,
thing,
yeah.
just ridiculously over the top and.
Yeah, but see, now they
crazy.
haven't put out another one since then, have they? It just kind of ended
know.
there.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, yeah,
There's
you
like
can
that
only do that for so
Bad
long.
Out of Hell DLC. I don't know if you ever saw that. It was really
No.
weird. Pretty much just turned the city into like hell, and you just play Saints Row from hell. It's really weird.
Oh my god.
That game's always been really bizarre.
Well, aren't you, like, in hell already or something? You transfer between realms or something?
I don't know.
I played it once. I made a chick with
I
really
prefer
big
GTA.
boobs, and then when she jumped, they like hit her in the face, and it was just, it was ridiculous. It made no sense. You could make her ass really big too. Okay, anyway,
Moving on.
moving along. I don't remember if anyone is into it. Did anyone watch the 100
Nope.
season premiere?
No.
For anyone that's does watch it, it's really good. The new episode does come out today for episode 2, or yesterday when you watch this. Only thing that doesn't really make sense to me and really bothers me is in the last season the chick had blonde hair, and now she has red hair, and they live in like this post-apocalyptic world where hair dye should not exist. And
You know, you just
it
take some like
the
red
blonde-
flowers
okay.
and rub them in your hair.
Maybe it just got really rusty.
No,
She's natural blonde.
well,
maybe it,
she was
like,
blonde for
faded
the
out.
entire first season, so
Maybe she had lots of showers and just washed it out.
Maybe she had another job.
They'll
She
have
had
some
to dye
sort
her
of
hair red.
explanation.
well,
in
so
the next
far,
episode.
Maybe they will.
so far
It's a
there's been no
mystery.
explanation and just some
On like
being
episode
sexy.
5, hey, why is your hair red by the way? When did this happen?
So like I get like she's supposed to be on the run and stuff, but it just doesn't explain how her hair magically changed color. But
Classic Fantastic Four.
yeah,
That's what that
Apparently.
movie did too. Just change the hair color, different scenes.
Solid.
Yeah.
Still haven't
well-
seen that.
Trash talk that movie whenever we get the chance.
Yeah.
considering no one can talk to me about that one, I'll move on. There's new Dark Souls 3 screenshots that are out for anyone that's into Dark Souls. You apparently you should go look at them.
Yeah?
They're beautiful.
Where can I find these?
I found them on IGN. If you just Google it,
Yeah.
it was either yesterday or the day before that they came out, but they're like super pretty. And I guess I'll wait for you to look quickly if you can find them.
Oh yeah, no, I saw an article on this. I didn't actually read it, but
Yeah, I watched a video on it that kind of displayed some of them, and they're super nice. So, should be a good game. There's actually, like, I think it's in Japan, there's PS4s that are coming out with exclusive Dark Souls skins. There's 4 different
that's
options.
freaking awesome.
So, I haven't heard about them coming to Canada, but
Maybe
what
someday.
else is new? When do we ever get anything? Do you have the Star Wars costumes?
Like the DLC?
No, the costumes that were... Taylor doesn't have... I have Star Wars news that Taylor doesn't have.
What costumes?
Rogue One costume debuts happened. So they released pictures of all of the costumes for, I believe it was 5 main characters.
Yeah, I heard that, but I didn't put it in my notes. I forgot about that. But I looked at the pictures of it.
Yeah, so for Felicity Jones, her costume was released, and Diego Luna, Riz Ahmed, Jinang Wen, and Donnie Yen. So there's a new poster that came out with the 5 main people all in costumes, and it actually looks pretty cool. So if you're into Star Wars, it's worth checking out for sure. There wasn't really much information to go out with them. I was hoping there might be, but not really. And then the last thing I have is that Insomniac Games is coming out with a new game that's being published by GameStop, weirdly enough. And it's called Song of the Deep. It looks pretty interesting. I'm a fan.
Is there like any gameplay footage or
Not
just
that I saw.
concepts or something? Or?
It seems like, it's more just like kind of announcements as of right now.
Okay.
I might have missed it. There could be stuff out there.
Yeah.
But from what I found, it was more just kind of being thrown out there right now. But I don't know how I feel about things being published by GameStop.
Yeah, that's interesting for sure.
I have a game from GameStop on my iPod. It's called Buck and the Coin of Destiny. It's a pretty fun game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Can't get it anymore, but
we'll take Taylor's
Oh, it must be
word
a
for
great
it.
game if it's unavailable.
it's exclusive.
It's exclusive from GameStop.
Yeah. Power to the players.
So, well, yeah. So that's my
That's your stuff?
my stuff. I took up like a solid 15 minutes. So
Sounds good. Well, I got a bunch of Smash stuff that I'll go over. Actually, this one's more just fighting game community stuff, but Evolution Gaming, it's the biggest fighting game tournament of the year. Every single year. I went last year, and it was amazing. They announced their lineup finally.
Awesome.
Street Fighter 5, which is interesting. They kicked out Street Fighter 4. A lot of people are salty at that. Guilty Gear, Marvel vs. Capcom, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, and then, of course, Melee and Smash 4 made it back because it was so successful last year.
I think that was
So stoked.
Where-
And Pokken.
yeah. I was gonna say that's where people got picked for the Pokken tournament was depending
Yeah.
how they did in that.
So this is that's actually weird because this is the biggest fighting game tournament of the year every year, and they picked Pokken, and like their roster that they pick every year is like really exclusive. Like the Smashers, like we didn't even know if we were gonna get our games there. Like it's you have to have like a big community that's successful. So it's really weird that they picked Pokken because
It doesn't
we
have
have
a
no
big community.
we have no idea if it has any like competitive value to it, if it's going to be a good game, if it's going to be successful. Like it, so it's actually like pretty interesting that they picked Pokken.
I can't really tell you if it will be or not because I couldn't understand it when I played it.
Yeah, like I mean, no, it's just a big uncertainty. Like, I don't know. It's really weird that they would pick it, but also it's in Vegas every year, and they for the finals day. They are in the Mandalay Bay Event Center, which has 12,000 seats. It's like a massive venue.
Wow.
It's actually so hype. You
That
get
is
everyone look it
amazing.
up. Like, oh, it's so.
That
Cool.
is
They have like a
amazing.
big like wrestling ring, pretty much, where all the matches are going to be taking place.
The Mandalay
Oh.
Bay is so beautiful.
It's
Esports.
oh my
let's go.
god. It's actually
When is this again? It's at the
it's
August.
in July.
Does it have a date announced
Last
yet?
year-
Or?
I can't remember. Last year it was July 15th to 17th, so I imagine it'll be around there. They pretty
Sweet.
much
So
do the
then,
same thing every year.
How come the Pokken
awesome.
tournament's August 19th to 21st?
At Evo? That wouldn't be at Evo. That'd
Okay,
be-
so it's just going to be like a separate
yeah.
tournament after.
Evo is just like a
Yeah.
once a year tournament. That's just like huge, and yeah, like I said, I went to it last year, and even though I only went to play Melee, like just everyone there is just a great place overall. Just everyone hanging out.
Vegas is always a good place, no matter what you're doing.
It's a great place. It's a pretty cool place.
It is.
Even though I wasn't 21, I was just chilling.
Are you
Just
21
playing
now?
Melee.
I'm
I
right
w-
done.
If I go this year, I will be by then.
Then you should do it.
It's really expensive
You-
though. It's so
To
expensive.
go to what for the
Just
tournament?
yeah,
Like enter. How much does it cost to?
I think it
buy
was
in?
like. I don't. Well, it's not that bad to like pay to enter the tournament. It was like, well, actually, it's like $100 or something. But like hotels are really, really expensive there. The flight's not that bad because we don't live that far. There,
I
from
can
there.
give you some secrets about hotels.
Some secret spot hotels. I
Okay.
really want to go. I'm gonna try to. I can.
You're early enough; you could probably still get a good deal on hotels.
Yeah. Well, they just announced it, and apparently there's like 2,400 rooms sold within like the first like day or something. Like Evo is just
Wow.
a huge tournament. Like it's a crazy.
I remember the
situation.
first time I went to Vegas. I think it was during this tournament, and we booked our tickets, and then like 3 days later, the tournament was announced or something like that, and ticket prices for hotels like went up like
Just skyrocketed.
$200 a night,
Oh my
and it
goodness.
was ridiculous. Like we invited some friends to come with us, and they looked at prices, and they're like, "We can't come." They're like, "We're not paying $250 a night," and I'm like, "Oh, we only paid like $50 a night." And so yeah,
Wow.
stuff like that, it always like jacks up prices.
Mhm. The other thing is there's a new app that just came out called Smashpad, and it's pretty much everything Smash, like all the news, like videos, tournament links, all that stuff, frame data for every single character. It's as I have it on my phone. I think it only has Melee and Smash 4 right now, and then like some Brawl stuff. I don't know if they're gonna add Smash 64, but pretty much get that app if you are interested in Smash. It has absolutely everything you could want. It even has like a location service, so you can just like go on there and it'll tell you like where the nearest tournaments are to you right now. So it's
Wow.
just like, oh, wow.
Is this like a Nintendo official app?
No, it's just made by just one guy on his own. Actually,
Wow.
it's only on iOS right now.
You don't.
He is
do you have
working
it,
on
Tyler?
Android.
Do you have it?
I don't have it. This is my
You
first
should-
time hearing of it.
You should download it. It's really good.
I should.
It has frame data for every character on
Seriously?
every single move. Yeah, it's a very
That's
wonderful-
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the other thing me and Tyler are going to talk about a little bit is that there's rumors that there is going to be a Smash game coming out like as a launch title with the NX,
Mhm.
the Super WeCube 64U.
Indeed.
So pretty much there's pretty much two options as I see it. One of them is very likely, like 99% chance, and that's like a Smash 4 Ultimate
Remastered.
Edition with all the DLC and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But as the Melee player, there's a 1% chance that Melee HD will come back.
Oh,
So,
that would be
so
the
there's
dream.
a 0% chance that it's a new game.
0% chance
Oh
it's
yeah.
a new game.
No, it's 0% chance. Like that. Like that's not even a possibility.
It's either Smash 4 redone with all the DLC, I
Yeah.
imagine, or it's going to be Melee
Yeah.
redone.
Like I said, it's probably very likely that it's Smash 4 Ultimate Edition.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I could
But oh man, Melee HD.
Melee HD.
Well,
Everyone wants
That'd
it.
be the
Everyone
dream.
What
wants
was the
it.
time between Melee and Smash 4?
Oh.
Well, it was Melee came out in 2001, Brawl came out in 2007, and Smash 4 came out
Was Brawl
7
2008?
years.
2014, I think.
7 years later.
So yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
it's 2014.
definitely too soon for a new one.
Oh yeah, like it's
Like 0%
like I said,
chance.
like literally,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even consider that. Like that's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like, well, that's the thing. Because if Sakurai's still working on the game, there's no way that it would come out this soon.
Yeah.
I don't even want him to make the next Smash game, but that's another topic for another day. But
Another day.
I could see it just being a Smash 4 remake. I'm sorry to tell
Yeah,
you.
no.
yeah, oh yeah, that's why I gave. That's why I give the 1%
guaranteed what
chance.
it's going to be.
What if they went with a Brawl remake?
I don't think that would do very well. I don't think people would like that.
I think the
most
fact
people
that
hate
Nintendo might get this out.
I think that's most people's least favorite Smash game.
I think the fact that Melee tournaments happen, even I guess maybe it's just because I hear it from you, but to my knowledge, more.
It's growing
Then-
like crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
I mean, even when I went to Anime Revolution last year, the Smash tournaments, there was half the side was Smash 4 and half the side was Melee. So, I mean,
Yeah, Melee's the biggest Smash game right now. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's bigger than Smash 4, like the competitive community.
so maybe they will bump it up. But then you're not playing with your GameCube controller, so you know the
they
real
have the,
struggles there.
They have the thing for the
How do
Smash
you know
4.
that'll work though?
Well, I mean, they would make
Especially if
something.
they've panned it to just be a glass screen. I mean, that's gonna get broken.
Well, that's the thing. We don't even know what the NX is yet, right?
yeah.
So there's obviously if they ever did make a Melee remake, they wouldn't do it without a GameCube controller. I can guarantee.
I don't
that.
think they'd make a Smash game without allowing GameCube controllers to be used for it.
And you can see by how much effort they put into, like, the Wii had the outlets for the GameCube controllers, and now
Yeah.
the Wii U has the adapter for the GameCube controller, so it's been a huge focus
Yeah.
for them.
It's
And then they're just
It's
not
so
going to
much
make
better.
enough again, so that way you can't get it.
pretty much, or they'll just make it really expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going with the first option. Though.
So
That's
those are
available.
obviously those are just rumors,
Yeah.
but I think a Smash 4 Ultimate Edition makes a lot of sense considering that
Oh
they
yeah.
have like a ton of DLC. I think like overall like 7 or 8 new characters and then a bunch of maps.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimate Edition, they could bring like all the maps that were just on the 3DS version that didn't make on the Wii U. They could bring like Corneria and like Jungle Japes and
They
some
could
other
bring
ones.
back Ices.
They could bring.
They don't need to do that though.
Yeah, that's actually something I've heard about. I would highly doubt it.
It probably wouldn't happen, but yeah, no, they might be able to.
Yeah,
You never know.
the Ice Climbers.
That'd be pretty hype.
Yeah, because that was the problem. Like they didn't work on the 3DS because they are too intensive on the system,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why they got cut eventually.
I hated playing them.
I don't like playing them. I don't like playing against them. But
So then what-
they've been in Smash since 2001. They deserve it so bad. They're so unique. They're so cool.
I hated
Pun
their stage
intended.
too.
Yeah, their stages always suck. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Their stages
They're
are
just not
awful.
really Smash stages. They're just kind of thrown in
Piss
there.
off.
They're just barely even a stage. Yeah.
Yep. A whole bunch of
I think
jank.
that might be all my news. Unless, is there something else you had on that note, Tyler?
Yeah. So with let's just ballpark it here. Say Melee
Just
HD
for
does
fun?
happen.
Yeah.
Just for fun, we're just gonna go off on this. If Melee HD does happen, how do you think that would have any effect or would it have any effect in the Melee community as it is right now?
Well, here's the thing. I think for sure it would be pretty much like when the Melee was first released. It was released in like US and then it was released in Europe later, and so it was like balanced differently. And that's what's called the PAL version of the game. And so I think it would definitely be that version. It would definitely be PAL without a doubt. So I don't know how that would go down because that would just change like 15 years worth of metagame that's been developing. I don't think people would switch, honestly. I think people would still stick with the GameCubes and CRTs just because it's like way less expensive. We already have it. We already know it. I don't think.
Okay.
I think they would just like if they did release Mid HD, it would be that PAL version. So it's pretty much just like a more balanced version of the game. The only thing I could see them changing from that, like the only thing new. So yeah, I think the only thing they could possibly change is remove wobbling, which for those who don't know is ice climbers have this glitch where you can grab someone and then the other ice climber hits them and you just keep hitting them and then you grab them forever and the person can't get out and they're just stuck there forever and you can do that until they get to 999%. Then you can just hit them with anything and they die. And it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And it was banned at tournaments for a few years, and so I think if they released Melee HD, it would be like that European version of the game essentially, which is more balanced, and they would remove that. What do you think?
I'm on the same page, Jeffrey.
I don't think they would add anything.
I don't
else.
think they would. I don't think they would. It would affect the competitive community at all.
Mhm.
I think they'd stick with the CRTs and just GameCube and Wii's sort of
Yeah.
thing. Just because one of the biggest things is that CRTs have virtually like zero input lag at
Yeah.
all from between like the console and the television, whereas on using HDMI cables on LED TVs and
Yeah.
the newer things,
That's the
there's
thing, like,
always
to
like
get-
that slight input lag.
And there actually is like ones without any lag, but the thing is they're really expensive,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Whereas everyone who wants to play Melee, like if you already have a Cube and a Wii, that's good. If you need an old TV because you don't have one anymore, you can find them on the street. The one I have in my room, I just draw off the street.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got mine
Rainstorm.
like
You can
off
go
the
on like
street,
any
too.
website, like Craigslist or whatever, and people are giving them away. So it's like
Mhm.
you don't have to worry about that. Whereas
Definitely.
it's expensive to get like a. If they did a Melee HD, it'd be expensive to get that whole setup. Plus, it'd be a new console everyone needs.
Mhm.
It'd be problematic.
Besides, everyone's going to be buying it for the Mario that it comes out with, because
Very
that's the
true.
only way to ever get a new Mario game is to buy the new console. Cough, cough,
I'm
Nintendo.
feeling some salt from Jessica's side of the room.
I love playing the Mario Brothers games, but it's like I got one with the Wii and then one with the Wii U. You know,
Are they only releasing one per console now?
more or less, it's what it seems like. They did the,
One, like-
the Luigi expansion,
Yeah.
but it
Well,
was the exact
yeah.
same game with you play as Luigi.
I mean, they have like a lot of like.
Well, didn't with the
Spin-offs
Wii
and
U,
stuff.
they had like a Luigi game and a Mario game, right?
You know what? I'm gonna shout out Toad, Captain Toad. I think that's an amazing game. It's like it's not technically a Mario game, but it's like Toad, so it's pretty much Mario. That's an amazing game.
I didn't like it.
Yeah. I think you're wrong. I think you should play this one.
Well,
I think it's a great
I
game.
played it on
I think it's a
the
great
Mario.
puzzle game. It was only like $40. It's not even the price of a full price game. It's just a chill game.
So
You sit there and
lend it
play
to
it.
me.
It's a beautiful game
I will play it if you
on the
lend it
shelf.
to me.
Yeah, you can take it. It's a
I
great
will
game.
not buy it. I'm not gonna.
Shoutouts to Captain Toad. I feel like I've never talked about it, but it's a great game.
That's awesome.
Has nothing to do with any of my news. I just felt the need to say that.
Does anyone still play Mario Maker? I feel like that kind of died out pretty quick.
I pretty much play Melee all day, every day. That's it, so.
Like, Mario Maker probably counts as a Mario game, doesn't it?
Yep,
I would think.
I'd give it.
So,
not
yeah,
like no, I wouldn't call it like
But Jessica
an
means like a
official
new-
Mario game in
Yeah.
that like it's like an actual Mario game.
See,
It's like a
Well, it does come
sandbox
with
Mario
It comes
game.
with its kind of story, doesn't it? When we
No.
were testing
No.
it out that one
Isn't it just
time, we went
100%
through the levels.
user
People make
created?
stories, but
yeah, it's pretty much user created, but the thing
Is it 100% user created, or are there like pre-made
There's-
ones by Nintendo, sort of thing?
there is, but they're super disgustingly easy to show you what the game is capable
Okay.
of. And the thing
just
is,
to
when
teach you, yeah.
when you play it, I find there's only 3 options. There's disgustingly hard, which it's like 0.02% of people have beaten. There's you
I
don't
make
touch
levels like
anything.
that.
You don't touch anything, and you beat the level by just
Oh, the
like,
autos, the
yeah,
auto
auto
scrollers,
doing
yeah.
nothing. Or there's disgustingly easy because people don't know what they're doing. You don't get that like fun Mario levelness. I find
You know what you gotta do? You gotta just go on the internet and like
Search up code.
Search up good ones, because if you just go like on the game, you're gonna get that pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if you want some, I have some great levels
Prime.
from a bunch of people that have just
Well,
posted stuff on
I
Twitter.
wonder if
and
they're still
whatnot.
on there though. Did you hear that Mario Maker went through and deleted a whole bunch of levels?
I
Yeah.
wonder if they just delete ones that have like no plays or something. Or
I
if
don't
they-
know, but yeah, there was a huge thing. They deleted a whole bunch of levels.
Which is like user created levels.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Ass move.
one good level though, there's like it's like what is it? Super Mario Boy. It's like a Super Meat Boy.
Oh, that one took me like.
Yeah,
I think Tyler was here when I was playing that.
yeah, that level sucked.
Yeah. I beat it
I was
eventually.
totally. You
Matt beat it. I
Yeah.
never beat it.
Nice.
It was a tricky one, that's for sure.
Yeah, that one was a bit of a PO.
But it's like there, you can find good levels like that. Like that's a really good level, but
That wasn't.
you
yeah,
probably
see,
won't stumble across that one if you're just like.
That was one of
on
those
the
ones
page,
that was
right?
ridiculously kind of annoying. It wasn't so much like Mario fun.
Well, I
like
think
you could.
that's the thing with Mario Maker. You can do what you want. So like,
Yeah.
you just talking how there's a lot of autos. Some people think those are really cool and just think that's
Yeah,
that's like all they want to do. Whereas, like, I like ones that are just like original, like that, like just interesting challenges where you have to like work on your wall jumps. You have to get like really precise times. Like,
Hmm.
I wouldn't do those all day because I would just get
Rage
so
quit.
frustrated. But like, every once in a while. It's
Or
fun.
there's like the levels where there's like the hidden star and you don't know about it, and the only person that knows about it is the person that made the level. So it's just like you can't beat it because you don't know about this hidden star.
That's pretty much what I make. I make stupid levels that take
Go
like,
away.
problem solving, but it makes no sense. I don't know. It's a
If
long
any of us
story.
are really wanting to try Dylan's levels, where would you find those? For any of you guys who have Mario Maker?
I have no idea.
Well,
No?
yeah.
Do you have any names?
You would have to.
or-
That's the thing with
You gotta
Nintendo. You would have to
send
put in a
code.
20-digit code that I
Oh,
don't know off the
jeez.
top of my head.
Okay, never mind. I did not know that.
Yeah, you can't just like
Disregard
search-
it.
Yeah, you can't just like
Don't-
search
don't bother.
users. Because
If anyone's curious, message
That's
our
kinda
page
lame.
and I'll send you links to my levels.
Hmm
I actually.
I think I've seen some of his levels, and they're
pretty treacherous.
I immediately left.
If you get salty easily, not for you.
I only put out one level, and it really wasn't that hard. That was my extent of my putting out. I play out people's levels more
Yeah.
than I make them.
Mm.
Anyway, that's all my news for today. Shoutouts
Yeah.
to Super Smash Bros. Melee. Hashtag Save Hannibal. What do you got, Taylor? Or Tyler? Whoever wants
I just want to say before I forget, just talking about Mario Maker, probably one of really fun games I spent a lot of hours into. Not really relevant to anything. It's really old too. The Endgame, Way of the Ninja. No one
heard of
ever
in my
play that?
life.
You're like the old ninja, and you run around and you collect the gold to
Oh,
keep your
End.
time.
Endgame.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know
Yeah,
what
you
you're
played that
talking
game?
about. I thought you said
Oh.
the end game.
No, just N,
Oh.
like the letter
You
N.
know this game.
Game. And basically...
It's like gray, and there's like little yellow points things, timer things that you pick up.
Yellow
Just search
pieces of
Endgame.
gold.
You've played this game.
Yeah,
On
and
Dick
you're basically
games
this little
and
ninja. You run around. You can do parkour and wall jumps, and there's user-made levels. And
stuff. That game's amazing.
just if you haven't played it, Google it. If you have played it, play it some more
you can
right
play it
now.
for free. You could probably
It's
buy it.
completely free.
I definitely
If
don't
you have
think I played
internet
this.
connection,
Internet connection.
you probably do. I'd be surprised if you didn't. But there's a bajillion user-created levels that are ridiculously fun. I just wanted to shout that out because I remembered it talking about Mario Maker, and it's like that, but parkour and hardcore and
Hardcore parkour.
really fast-paced. Great game. You can just
Great game for the whole family.
dump hours into it, just like that. Really good game. Yep. Taylor, you got...
I got a lot of
You
news,
good?
so if you want to go first,
Um,
by all means.
I don't have too much. I wanted to shout out to Rise of the Tomb Raider. Actually, just
New
came
DLC.
out. Was that that was today? No, yesterday. Came out yesterday.
What day is that?
The 28th
Of January.
January.
2016.
Yes. So it's probably not yesterday when you're listening to this, but the 28th of January 2016, Rise of the Tomb Raider came out. I actually have not yet played it. I bought it today, and it is currently downloading. So next week, I will have some sort of words on it.
Tyler messaged me earlier today.
Very
and he was
much
like,
planned.
"Man, I'm really salty. My internet's really slow." And I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And he's like, "Oh, I'm downloading Tomb Raider. Whoops."
So
That's
Yeah.
the reason.
it's out on PC and PS4 now?
I don't know about PS4. I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's just on PC right now. So check it out. It's got really, from what I've seen, it's got good reviews. I think the sales of it haven't done as well as the developers
Well, it
wanted.
came out like the same day as Fallout, right?
Yeah,
So it was-
back on the Xbox, it didn't do nearly as well as they wanted it to.
Mhm.
And then I'm not sure how the PC's done. I doubt it's done like super well compared to other
Yeah.
games, especially with it again coming out on the same day as the Division's beta. So I mean, they're still competing with
Poor
they
choice.
compete with Fallout 4, and then next thing you know, they're competing with the Division. So kind of bad choice of
Definitely
dates.
a lot of
but
bad choices. in that
yeah,
game.
I think it's going to be a phenomenal game. I'm super excited. I'm pretty much
Oh, it
going
will
to
be.
play it like all weekend.
So did you guys get the DLC today too then on computer?
I didn't buy the DLC version.
But
But
it's
is it out?
Is it out? Like, did you guys get the game and the DLC on the same day?
Maybe. What's the DLC involve?
I didn't look into it because I don't play it, and to my knowledge, no one here had played it, so I didn't look into
Okay.
it. But the first DLC was released for Xbox at least today.
Okay.
For people that are listening, that is
Maybe.
Friday.
The only DLC that's on PC is just like these little packs that come with cards. They come with like a skin and then like a weapon skin.
Oh,
and
so it's
then,
not
like,
more level.
Isn't any more level things for the PC yet.
Okay, so then it's different because I believe it was a
It was an actual.
yeah, it
okay.
was more.
That would make
gameplay.
sense.
I imagine they wouldn't. It'd be released fairly soon. I don't think they'd wait like how long? Like 4 months since release.
I would hope
Or
not.
5 months. So yeah, hopefully that gets released on PC pretty soon. Then I'll probably get it like pretty ASAP. So yeah, I'll be letting you guys know next week what I think of the game. Yep.
Nice.
And then Blade and Soul, as I told you guys last week while it was downloading at home, I was gonna play it a bunch and then let you guys know how I feel. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it 2 thumbs up right there. Great game so far. Very intuitive, very easy to get a hang of. It's not like you just get thrown in and suddenly you have all these hotkeys you have to know and all these buttons to press. It starts out really simple. The tutorial
What
basically.
class did you pick?
Kung Fu Master.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so basically, there's a bunch of different. Basically, there's 4 races, and then each race has 3 classes. Some of them overlap. Some of them have race-specific classes. Basically, there's the Assassin, which is pretty much I've picked Kung Fu Master. That's the only one I have playtime in. So, but there's pretty much like an Assassin, which is very combo and crowd control orientated. Very fast-paced. It's the second hardest one, or rated by the developers, so second hardest rated. There's the Blade Master, which is your classic sword user.
Classic.
Just kind of going around using the sword. Fairly straightforward, I imagine. It's one of their ones that's more... It has a higher skill cap, but it's fairly easy to get into. The Kung Fu Master, per se, you just run around and punch people with your fists and kick them. It has a really cool mechanic, actually, which is grappling, and countering, too. So basically, you have moves that can knock people down or stun them, and when they're stunned, if you're in very close range with them, you can grapple them, and then it basically gives you a whole new moveset that you can use on them while you're grappling them, and they're basically still stunned while you're grappling them. So that's really awesome. I really like it. It's a cool class. I enjoy it so far. And then there's the... what's
the
it
Berserker
called?
guy?
Yeah, there's Berserker. It's called Destroyer, I think it is.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much just running around with the giant axe, tank lots of damage, get up in everyone's face, and do a bunch of damage, pretty much.
Yeah, the game looks really cool.
There's Force Master, which is pretty much cast spells, kind of like the main ranged class. And then there is, like, more of a combo sword fighter. I don't remember what the class name is. And then there's, like, one of the classes where you just, like, summon animals and kind of they help you fight and stuff. I didn't look into those ones that much, so I'm not too familiar with them. But, yeah, I'm super excited to put more time into it. So far, it's been great. And I have no complaints. Graphics are amazing.
Have you had trouble getting into servers and stuff like that?
No, I haven't actually. I remember I was talking to you about it. You said that like a lot of people were. The longest I waited was maybe a minute and a half. That was only once. Every other time I got in right away. They definitely, I think.
Maybe that was just like on release day.
Yeah, I would think so especially because they were like just released on the NA and EU. So basically, I imagine they only had a certain amount of servers up.
Yeah.
It looks like now they have way more servers, so
cool.
I've been getting in pretty quickly. And what's nice is it's a free game too, so you can just download it for free, get access to, I'm pretty sure 100% of the content for free. And then you can get a premium account, which gives you, I'm not entirely sure, but basically you get in like the premium lineup
cosmetic
for
stuff.
Maybe I don't know. But I don't know exactly. I know you get if there is like a queue, you get your premium members queue to get into the server, which probably gets you in like right away, no matter what. And then there's also, I imagine, there's stuff to do because right now you can only get two characters at a time, so you probably have more character slots, stuff like that with premium. I didn't look into the pricing. I'm just going to stay with free to play, but definitely something to check out.
Looks good.
So yeah, overall I'd recommend it to anyone who's played an MMO or not. Even if you haven't played an MMO, it's super easy to get into. The only other MMO I played was World of Warcraft, which was like 10 years ago. So I got into it. It was a little weird getting into it at first, definitely, because like there's so much stuff on. Like I normally just play FPSs, like Counter-Strike and whatnot, and then as soon as I started the game, I looked at it and was like, there's so much stuff on the screen, all these words and text boxes, how do I get rid of all these things? And then I realized they're all actually useful. And then kind of got used to them, and yeah, so it's great. It's really great. I definitely recommend trying it out. I mean, it's free. Takes like 3 hours to download if you have average internet, I imagine. So
if you're in the US.
Yeah.
Probably be a lot quicker because Canadian internet sucks.
Yeah, Canadian internet does suck. So yeah, definitely. That's my spiel on that.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
Is that all you got for us today?
For now, yeah.
Tyler's tippers.
Yeah, I there's another couple things that I need to think about what I'm gonna say about them first. So, Taylor, take it away.
Taylor's notes, by the way, have a GeekVerse logo on them.
Whoa.
But it's even got like a header and a whatever that one's called. And wow,
Yeah.
looks very official. He's got a red paperclip on there.
I couldn't find green.
But this printed it out today rather than just using regular line paper. I am so proud of this guy.
Time. But it's blue. I ran out of ink. So
Well, you didn't run out of blue ink.
No, apparently not. Yeah, it's all nice.
Oh my god.
Organized and noted and all that, but
Wii
so
Sports?
Esports now.
I gotta figure out where to start off here.
Probably from the top.
How about your first point?
Well, I
Yeah.
kind of just jumbled it all up into a mix. So that's the only thing I kind of messed up with. But
What's that thing?
up here?
Just start there,
Okay.
unless it makes no sense.
Well, I was on the GeekVerse page.
Were you?
Yeah.
What were you doing
surprisingly.
there?
I was just like, see what's up.
A lot of good
What's
content there. Worth the checkout, yeah.
Worth a check out.
Before
Yeah.
I forget, I'll just kind of throw it out there quickly. I posted on the GeekVerse page, but it wasn't really seen. If anyone's interested in checking out Crunchyroll, which is the site that I stream all my anime from, all the shows I brought up, I threw up 3 codes for free trials for 48 premium trials with a guest pass. So if anyone's interested, they are on our GeekVerse page, so feel free to go and use one.
We should probably highlight that so it stays at the top of the page for a few days.
Pin it? Yeah.
Yeah, pin it.
Yeah,
other people
so-
could get to
That'd be
see
a good
that.
idea.
So yeah, because if anyone is interested in checking out any of the shows I've talked about on the cast, that's a good way to do it because you can stream without any ads or anything like that. So maybe Taylor can pin it. He's our Facebook guy.
Aficionado.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Travis. He's been doing a
Shout
lot
out
of
to Travis.
Facebook Geekverse stuff in my kind of absence.
he's been posting a lot on that.
He's been posting a ton
and then
of
and then he
stuff.
likes it too, so I get that notification that he's done it. Thanks, Travis. Keep doing it. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating. You can edit this out if you want. Okay, go ahead with your.
Okay. So yeah, I was on the Geekverse page and I was just snooping around, looking at all our geek facts and news, and
Is it really snooping if it's our own page?
I think so.
We kind of own that page if you think about it.
I stalk my own Facebook page sometimes.
Really?
Is that
let's
really
see what
stalking?
Taylor's doing
Yeah,
today.
I
Okay.
feel like you should change your terminology because I agree with Jessica. That's not really stalking.
You know what? Okay, it kind of is stalking because a lot of his Facebook page is stuff from his girlfriend.
That's fair.
So it
that's
kind of is
fair.
stalking.
Yeah.
See, he's nodding his head. He knows.
I know. But anyway, so I was trying to send a message to another page from GeekVerse page to build that relationship and get
Yeah.
No
cross-reference kind of thing
Are
going
you
on.
giving a shout out to this page? Is that what's going on
I'm
here?
not gonna shout out to that page, no. But I looked in the messages and I saw that we had one person.
Okay,
who's
we've
been
already given a
messaging.
shout out to this guy on the last one.
Did we?
Yes.
I don't remember that because
Travis told you in the chat
that a guy's been messaging us on our Facebook.
Yeah.
that we shouted out to him in the last cast.
We already gave him a shout out, dude.
Yeah, that was the last cast. We already shouted out. You can do it again.
Well, I was out of the.
He even
my
said, if you
mindset.
read the chat, he even said, thanks for the shout out.
Did he actually?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god! I was scrolling so fast.
You need to get a damn phone and use the internet, man.
Oh my god.
I saw the message and I scrolled through the first couple sentences and when he's like, oh, it's a great podcast and all that, I'm like, this guy's awesome, he's worth a shout out. And I thought Travis was talking about someone else, I guess. I don't know, but you know what? I'm going to shout out him again. Guy, you are phenomenal. Thank you for
Guy?
your
His
support.
name was not Guy.
I didn't want to say his name because there's a billion people listening to us right now and I don't want to expose his privacy out of respect for him.
Okay.
Maybe a little less than a billion, but...
Anyway, continue. What's your next point then?
Well, my next point, my segment names.
You're saying, oh, we're
So,
doing the vote.
Ooh,
This is the vote. So,
exciting stuff here.
first up, I got Taylor time.
Taylor time.
Okay.
I like that. I'm down to that one.
Okay. And I got Taylor's notes.
No.
No,
Okay.
that's lame.
Notes
Doesn't
with
rhyme.
Taylor.
That also doesn't rhyme.
Actually, I think you should go with that one.
Is the next one time with Taylor?
Is that notable
No.
time with Taylor?
Taylor's note time.
Combining the two.
I got notes and boats.
Yes. Yes.
Is
Is that with Taylor? Notes
No.
and boats with Taylor?
Just notes and boats. But I'll throw notes and boats with Taylor up there, because that works. I got fields of notes.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. Taylor Field of the Fields and of Notes. Taylor Field of the Fields of Notes.
Oh my god.
There we go.
This is extremely complicated.
I was expecting like
I feel like
3.
each one of these names just is adding one more word. Complexity is growing.
And I got Notepad with T-Pad.
Notepad with T-pad.
What's that your rapper name?
Now, are we past the halfway mark in these, or are there still like?
That's all I got.
Oh, okay. So,
Okay, I just want to ask, what's like notes and boats? Where's the boats?
I don't know. I wanted to have a little bit of rhyme.
we'll
in
make
there.
it
I
work.
thought that was a reference to Step Brothers, like boats and hose. That's what I thought.
That's kind of what I was going for a little bit. But that's all I got. I put like 5 straight
You should make it
Yeah,
notes
some
and
of
hose.
notes and, notes and hose with Taylor.
Oh,
Notes and hose with T-pad.
All right. Well,
I guess there's gonna be a poll.
there's so many options. We definitely have to ponder it. If you listening to this decide any one of those sounds so good, let us know on our Facebook page.
I don't know, because you're Dylan's Donuts, and then there's Travis's Tidbits. You almost need to. I think you need to stick with the double. The two. So.
Taylor time.
Taylor time. I like Taylor time. I think it's funny.
I didn't mind that, but it sounded like made me feel like a little kid, like watching Teletubbies or
Taylor
something.
time, come on, grab your friends, go to very factual lands.
I got a theme song already.
It's Adventure time. Adventure time, come on, grab your friends, go to very
This is a good
distant
night.
lands. Jake the dog and Finn the human, the fun will never end.
I've
It's
never-
adventure
Are we gonna get hit with
time.
the fat copyright right now? What's gonna happen?
No. Okay, did you guys see the Guitar Hero thing? He got
No.
a guy uploaded a video of Guitar Hero onto YouTube, and he got hit with copyrights. So he literally just remade the whole video, going do 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 do, and uploaded it. And it's the most amazing thing ever. And apparently, no one said anything about copyrights again. So. Yeah, it's
Good for
up to
him.
my knowledge, we're not going to get hit with copyrights because that sounded probably nothing like their theme song. Because I know my voice is.
Was it a video of
No.
him playing Guitar Hero?
No, it was just like the screen of it
Like
going.
probably all the audio
Oh.
got muted, and then he
Yeah.
put that in after. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
it's absolutely hilarious. I watched like
That's
a
fantastic.
solid like.
You'll have to post that in the GeekVerse chat then, because I want to see that.
It was so funny. I was like went in expecting it to not be as great as it was. Anyway, continue. Oh yeah, I guess we're voting on your name.
Well, the name, it can be revealed next week. I'm in no hurry.
Mhm.
There's a couple good options out there, so
We should definitely put a poll out on the Facebook, and then let
Yeah.
the viewers decide.
Travis can get a poll going on Twitter.
Yup.
This is
Yup.
huge stuff here.
Huge stuff.
So yeah, and then moving on from that, I got a lot of Star Wars stuff to cover here.
I like the sounds of that.
I do too. So, Travis sent me a link the other day about something that I should cover. About Star Wars 8 getting delayed.
Again?
Again. Yeah, not just from script rewrites this time, but it hasn't been the best couple of weeks for Star Wars 8. Not only has the success of Star Wars 7 ramped up the pressure for this sequel, but Episode 8 has also been having the script rewrites, which we know, which delayed the film to 2017 Christmas time.
Right.
But now there's been a rumor going around that it could be pushed back even further
Really? Wow.
because the lighting technicians are threatening to go on strike. And I am, really pissed about this. The reason for why the British film lighting technicians are threatening to delay is because they apparently haven't had a pay increase in 4 years. Because of this freeze, they decided that the only way to get through to the powers that be is to halt work. If this problem persists, then Star Wars 8 could be pushed back as far as 2018.
Wow.
So, I give him credit for saying no to the man, but this is a Star Wars movie. For crying out loud. And you think Disney would just get new lighting people if they
Yeah,
wanted
And
to.
there's the entire industry.
So
Every
what'll
single
happen
movie.
with the Rogue One and
Well-
the Han Solo
Rogue
movie.
One would still come out according to plan. I don't really know how or why. I guess they have a different lighting crew on that. But
So would they bump the Han Solo movie up then?
I don't know.
Well,
Like,
to be
I
fair,
think-
if you're bumping it from December 2017 to 2018, that could be a not that much.
Could be a couple weeks.
Could be a couple weeks technically.
that's true. I think
It
it's
would be
like
considered-
it's a whole year away. I think.
See, the thing is, if they do
For
bump
real.
it, they'll probably try and put it, back in May when they wanted to do it originally, but a year later. So I think
Yeah,
it'll
they could do
end
that.
up being a full year bump.
But then that does raise the question, like, oh, are they going to bring the Han Solo movie ahead, maybe, to fill in that void? Because that'll be a whole year without Star Wars.
Right, because they did want one Star Wars movie a year, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about the Han. But if you're saying that Rogue One will still come out as planned and stuff, maybe they have a different crew working on each trilogy.
Mhm.
It's a lot of crews.
That is a lot of cruise.
Well, I think Star Wars 8 hasn't even started filming it, and he's probably not, right?
No, I think they're just wrapping
But whereas
up scripts
Rogue
and stuff.
One is probably, are they filming right now?
Rogue One, they're filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's rumors that the Felicity Jones was her name. There's rumors that she's supposed to be Boba Fett's daughter.
Boba Fett's
Apparently.
daughter.
Yeah.
Boba
So
Fett's daughter.
we'll see what happens with that.
That's an
Boba
interesting
Fett's daughter.
concept.
Yeah, everyone better say it, just for good measure.
hashtag Boba Fett's daughter.
All rumors, of course,
Huh.
at this point, but
That's really interesting.
speculation, so we'll see.
Whoa, Boba Fett's daughter. Hashtag. But that's interesting news with that. And then
That's
other,
unfortunate.
it is very unfortunate. So I got some Star Wars 9 news though.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So we don't even have Star Wars 8 filming, but we're on Star Wars 9 news?
Yeah.
Yup.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's a GeekVerse cast, Jessica.
It
We
should
look
be-
to the future.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot that we had Eagle Vision to 3 years in the future here.
They did announce recently that they're going to be shooting the upcoming Star Wars films on film rather than digital. And director Colin Trevorrow, shoutouts for Jurassic World, has revealed that he also wishes to film Star Wars 9 partially in outer space. And he recently approached Disney and Lucasfilm about the possibility, and it's being scheduled for a 2019 release, so Trevorrow did drop a few hints about Rey's origin story as well, calling it deeply profound and satisfying. But I thought it was really interesting. If they do try and do a couple things in space, I don't know what they're thinking with
So they're
that.
planning to actually go into space
Yeah,
and film.
they're gonna have a real Star Destroyer in space, and
It sounds financially not the best idea.
It sounds a little more complicated than it's worth.
I think
I think
so too.
Disney's trying to bite off a little more than they can chew.
I think it's not Disney at all. I think it's this Jurassic World guy trying to one-up the director of the first one. Well, the 7th one? Whichever one you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he pulls that off, that's
You know what?
possibilities,
Disney might
yeah.
just buy the moon
Okay,
and
let's be honest though.
build
I
Star
mean,
Wars land,
if they're
you know?
making $1 billion and it only costs them, $19 million to go into space, and that gets them an extra, $50 million or $500 million, it's worth it.
Oh,
Really,
yeah.
Disney has the money to make it rain on a space mission. So
That's true.
they
be
got enough
cool.
money to build a spaceship that can take up food that's not dehydrated. That's how much money Disney has. They could
They got a lot of money.
they could build a room that
Pretty
has
successful company, for
room
sure.
gravity
I'd
that they
say
have
so.
a stove in it. Disney's just
I think they have a couple good movies.
Yeah, a couple.
one or two.
Yeah, just a few.
I could count them on one hand.
Yeah.
At least.
Maybe not those two. Okay, continue.
What do you think of this, Taylor? The space expedition?
He likes that guy. You
Colin
said his
Trevorrow?
name. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, because he did Jurassic World, so.
How you
There might
tattoos
be
doing, by the way?
dinosaurs in space.
It's still a working project. I gotta get the total grossing amount off and get the new total gross.
Yeah.
Are you gonna put a comparative of Star Wars 1 and then the Jurassic World and then Star Wars 3, so that way you can compare his two movies together versus?
I'm gonna get Star Wars. I'm gonna have the Indominus Rex eating the highest their grossing amount. So it's Jurassic World. Yeah. But anyways, though,
That's pretty
Taylor's
cool.
tattoos.
Oh, see there you go.
that's
Taylor's
we'll
tattoo
add it to
time.
the list. Tattoo time with Taylor.
On Tatooine.
Oh,
That's awesome. I like it. Yeah, no, I think it's pretty good. It's a good idea, you know, if they can go into space. I
So
mean,
you think they should go into space?
yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're just going like this in space at the International Space Station, slowly drifting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, have you seen the movie Gravity?
Yeah, that wasn't filmed in space.
Well, you picture that, but like in real life, and then it was Star Wars added to it. I don't know.
See, but you can't
That wouldn't
film
happen.
sound
You can't
in
do those
space
things in
and stuff.
real life, though.
You can't go out in a vacuum and film sound.
Yeah, but we got subtitles.
No, I don't want to go to a theater and read subtitles.
And they
Space is
can
a
add
pretty
in
dangerous
noise.
place, Travis.
Yeah.
I think you're forgetting about that.
It's not that dangerous.
Like, what if their
There's
actor
not a lot of
dies in the middle
oxygen.
of filming? Then
Well,
what? Like,
Disney's
what if
got money.
Well-
They pay the family.
what if Ray died filming the middle of the last movie?
Well, luckily, it is the last movie.
So it doesn't
And-
matter if Ray dies?
No,
Well, they can
I
just work it into the script.
Yeah, and
See,
thankfully,
but they're not going to have anything leading up to that part when she dies. She'll
Well,
just,
they'll
like,
just
everything
work
will
it
be
in.
fine and happy, and then all of a sudden she'll just die.
I know, but Star Wars does
Twist.
that. Like Luke you didn't know Luke's father would say, "I'm your father." Everything was happy. He got his hand cut off. And like, I'm your father. You're like, holy shit.
What else you got? Episode 5 in a nutshell. Incredible happiness until Darth Vader.
And then
told
we're
him
going to
he
go
was
back
his
to the
father.
fact that, what is it, Vader means father in...
No one saw that coming, though.
No one, not even the Germans, that know his name is Darth Father.
They didn't even know. It was just so uncalled for. They were just not prepared.
Was Darth Vader's name Darth Vader in German? Or did they give him a different name so his name didn't translate to Darth
I
Father?
thought his name was Darth Vader because it was like Invader, and then you have Darth Sidious, like Insidious, and then like Darth Plagueis for Plague, and I thought that's why they were named. That's why I
Well-
thought Darth Vader was named that.
Darth Maul.
That's some
as
good
in
thinking there.
Maul's
I never thought about
things.
that.
Maul's thing, yeah, Plague, and then Vader, because
Yeah, I
Vader
can
means
see that.
father, so he's the Darth Father.
Well, I thought Vader because it was like Invader and such, but
Space Invaders?
Space Invaders, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's a fleet of
I
space invaders.
don't know. I just found this out today. Apparently, this is a known thing, but like the Rogue One is about the troop or the mission that like found out the weakness of the.
The
The
Death
Death
Star
Star
plans.
plans,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So that'll be really, really interesting.
First time I've actually put
Very
any
much
time into
interesting,
finding
so.
out about it. So, you
Really?
know?
Hmm.
Yeah, I saw those costumes. I was like, oh, Taylor might care.
They were pretty cool
I
costumes.
think it's really cool how they're making like a mission about like that one mission. They're
Mission
gonna have
about
a,
that mission.
they're making a movie about that one mission, which I think is going to be really great because most of the Star Wars films, which don't get me wrong, I love, they take place over a long period of time. There's multiple different events that they're covering in the film, and so they can only go into so much detail into each sort of happening. Whereas with the Rogue One, it's pretty much covering that one mission, that one group of people, so they can really go into a lot of more detail into that, and it'll be more of a short story film rather than like a
Is Rogue One
large
supposed to be a
film.
trilogy?
No, it's just a standalone film.
Yeah.
So then what are they doing for the other filler spaces?
standalones,
just-
I imagine.
Han
more-
Solo, Boba Fett movie. They're supposed to be kind of hand in hand, and then there's supposed to be. I saw one photo of an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie title.
So it'll be like Star
Obi-Wan
Wars 8
Kenobi's
or Star Wars 8,
awesome.
Han Solo, then like
Ewan
Boba
McGregor.
Fett, and then another Han
Well,
Solo.
Han Solo and Boba Fett in one, and then
Yeah.
Star Wars
Well,
8, and then
I-
another standalone, and then Star Wars 9.
Okay.
As far
A
as
lot on the horizon.
Yep.
I gotta say, I'm probably most excited for the Han Solo Boba Fett one. Those are like my two favorite Star Wars characters.
We'll still need to wait and see who they cast.
That's true.
That's true.
Adam Driver. Young
I
Han
know,
Solo.
right? Okay, Travis, send a picture to the chat for those of you who aren't in our chat, which is everyone listening. And it's basically Adam Driver right beside young Han Solo, and they look identical. That's where he should have been cast. He shouldn't be cast as their son. Also, someone else pointed out to me, you know how there's like those, like, pick your Star Wars name, take the first two letters of your mom's name and your last two letters of your dad's name, and that's your, that's what they did with Kylo Ren. Because it's like,
Skywalker
and
and
Solo.
Solo. Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool. I know it's mine.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I always kind of saw that, and I was like, wow, that's really sad. They actually use like a Facebook meme generator to make his name.
But it's a cool name, though.
Meme generator.
It's a pretty cool name.
And Anyway.
But it's not his real name either. It's like
Ben.
it's his Sith name. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ben.
it's his Sith
Benjamin.
name.
Yeah,
Benjamin.
I think it's weird how it's like his Sith name is two. It's actually two names, whereas most Sith names are just one.
Yeah, well, I guess he's not really a Sith.
He's not a.
because
He doesn't have a
Knights
Darth
of
title
Ren.
yet.
the Knights of Ren.
Knights of Ren.
Do you think
Like,
he'll
name shit
keep
after
a
himself.
similar name when he gets his Darth title? When he
If
Think
he
he's
gets
gonna-
his
yeah,
Darth.
Yeah, if.
That's
little
true.
Whiny bitch.
Shots fired.
What do you got, Taylor?
Well, I got some Star Wars Battlefront news.
Ooh.
So you remember you were saying about the Tatooine stuff?
Tatooine.
Well,
Tatooine sandbox.
got that all sorted out now.
Ooh.
I apologize for my last angry comments, EA. It's very inappropriate.
I don't even remember, so.
That's good. That's good. So, on the 27th, this past Wednesday of January, they EA added a whole bunch of free DLC to Star Wars Battlefront, including they allowed the old maps that they already had to carry much more game modes, and they added 2 new outfits, Hoth outfits for Skywalker and Solo, which
Okay.
are really, really awesome to look at.
That sounds really cool.
They have private matches now, so you can create your own private match for your friends. Daily challenges and community events are now added, and they've tweaked a few weapons and multiplayer modes. And then in February, and that's all free, by the way. In February, there's more free content, which includes new survival maps on Hoth, a brand new Hoth multiplayer map for all the game modes, and Turning Point, which is a new game mode that came out with the Jakku DLC. That's available on all the maps now. Before it was just available on Jakku.
And this is all still free, right?
It's all still free, yeah. And then in March, we get another free map, which is a brand new Endor map for all the game modes, which I'm really excited for. And then a new Tatooine survival map, which I'm very much looking forward to that.
Awesome.
And that's all just free, and there's still more free stuff coming. So that's a fair amount of
Now-
free stuff.
Survival, that's like Horde mode would be in Gears sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Wave-based.
It's just kind of waves of enemies. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and that one, like even though like the online multiplayer isn't split screen, yeah, it's not split screen. Like that is like the survival and all that. So, and I've had a lot of fun with my
That's
girlfriend doing that split screen. And then from the Seasons Pass, in why did I put that there? Scratch that. In the Seasons Pass, in March, they're adding Outer Rim. I'm not sure if that's the name or if it's just the name of... I'm pretty sure it's probably the name of the planet.
So is Seasons Pass DLC not coming out until March? So
Yeah,
there hasn't
March
been,
is when it
there wasn't
starts.
any released in this update here. Okay.
No. Until then, we're getting tons of free stuff,
Yeah.
but March is when Seasons Pass players or
Okay.
users get the paid content, which is like the Outer Rim. So you get to fight amongst the factories of Celeste and battle within Jabba the Hutt's palace, which I'm really looking forward to because
Pretty cool.
they had that in Battlefront 2, and then in the original Battlefront, you could download that as DLC to play in Jabba's palace. And then in the summer of 2016, they say it's hunt or be hunted in this action-packed experience set in Cloud City, Bespin. So I'm really stoked for that one too.
That's super exciting. Best
Yeah.
is a great place.
So we'll probably see more bounty hunter kind of stuff going on there. And then in the fall of 2016, we get the Death Star. So we get, it's one of the most iconic locations in the Star Wars universe, makes its debut in Star Wars Battlefront, which I'm excited for. I mean, I love playing on the Death Star and
Yeah, that
Star Wars.
sounds-
Now, is
Battlefront
it going
2.
to be just like a map, or is there going to be like a special game mode associated with it?
I'm not sure. I could see them having...
Probably both.
Yeah, probably
Okay.
both. Like when they released Jakku, they added a special game or a game mode for it.
Okay.
So I could see them doing that
Yeah.
with this, like Death Star Trench Run kind of thing, like that, or something like that.
That'd
But
be cool.
I look forward to running around in the Death Star and just
Yeah, that would be really fun.
screwing up shield tractor beams and generators and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then in early 2017, there's the last expansion pack, and they have no details on that at all. So that's in a whole nother year from now, and I'm really wondering if they have something special for that, because I'm pretty sure when they said at this time we're not focusing on, we're just keeping to the original trilogy. So that, like, once they cover like Jabba the Hutt's Palace from episode 6, Bespin from episode 5, and then Death Star from episode 4. They've covered all the main stuff and all the DLCs, so they have this last DLC. I could easily see them throwing in something from episode 7, maybe, but that's me keeping my hopes high. That, I think, is all for my Star Wars news.
Alright.
But then...
Something random I'll throw out for Star Wars stuff, because you were talking about Jabba the Hutt. If anyone's into cosplay or interested in it, there's a site called leiasmetalbikini.com. They actually make high-quality metal Slave Leia. I guess it's costumes. You can wear them for a cosplay, and they're actually made. You send them your measurements and everything. They'll make it fitted to you, so you can wear it to cons and everything. So it's really cool. I've looked into it.
Do they only make this one costume?
Well, you can, yeah. Well, it's high quality. They actually make it out of metal and everything.
Sweet, that's amazing.
I think you can pick kind of the colors you want to. If you don't want it quite the same color, you can go off a bit. And it comes with like the chain necklace and everything like that. So if you're interested in, I know that's kind of the big thing right now is Star Wars, and convention season is coming up. So yeah,
I know what I'm going to Evo as.
Do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Just make sure you get the skirt a little longer in the front.
Are they expensive?
I think it was 100 and something. So
Oh, it's not bad, actually. I expect to be a
too
lot
bad.
more.
Good,
So-
good birthday gifts.
Yeah. Don't post pictures on Facebook, kids.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
Not appropriate.
Don't want that.
Unless it's at a con, and then we know it's being used for not those purposes. Then it's okay on Facebook.
I got some Jurassic World news.
Oh, you do?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jurassic World 2.
Is the same guy doing it?
Jurassic
Or are they doing the
Planet.
switchy things?
The Colin Trevorrow is helping produce and...
But he's not directing.
No, he's not directing. No, but he's still attached to it. But do you guys know who Bryce Dallas Howard is? She was the lovely lady playing the redhead Claire in the film.
Ron
Still don't know
Howard's
who that
daughter.
She was the
The only guy I remember is the margarita guy that
Oh.
picks up his 2 margaritas and runs away when the dinosaurs start attacking.
She's like the main character.
yeah, she's the girl who was running the
Redhead.
place, the business lady.
you
Remember
know-
her?
Okay,
Her
yeah,
two
yeah, yeah.
nephews came.
Yeah, okay,
No, there we
yeah.
go.
I was struggling how you could have seen the movie and not remember who she is. But-
Yeah, well, it's been. I saw it once in theaters
Yeah.
the day it came out, and I have not watched it since then.
That makes sense. It's reasonable.
So,
then.
once
Anyway,
you said
what about her?
the end, yeah, continue.
Well, anyway, she was recently interviewed, and she teased that her character will be a very different person in the sequel.
Oh.
Well, she
Ooh.
almost got her nephews killed. So
Yeah. So this time,
Chris
she'll
Pattinson
probably
did
only
again,
let
right?
one nephew die. Yeah, he's in it. He's in it. I'm
homie.
looking forward to that.
Guarding our galaxy once again.
Yep, with his raptor pack.
Any news on Guardians of the Galaxy 2? You're the guy to ask.
You know, I was gonna look into that today, but I totally forgot.
Oh, okay. Well,
But you know, that is something I will bring up next cast. Or Travis, if you're listening in right now, we'll mention it next cast.
put it on Travis.
Put the pressure on the comic book nerd. Boom.
Oh yeah, another thing, kind of Nintendo related, I guess. But I've been looking at purchasing a Wii U.
You have you?
Yeah. and
Now
I'm-
that the
Interesting
new
time.
console's coming out.
Yep, just in time.
Interesting time to make such a decision.
What's that?
Interesting time to make such a decision.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like Mario Maker and all this stuff, and I've just been craving to get my Mario on. For
You really need to
Yeah.
get your Mario on? Yeah.
I need to get. it
Well, I
on
have a
my
bunch of
system.
games you can borrow. So
Really?
shoutouts to you.
Except for Toad, because I'm borrowing Toad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be buying Toad anyways.
Yeah.
I played the demo and I had a blast.
It's great.
It is great.
Good fun for the whole family.
Oh yeah, I don't have a family though, so just fun for me
Anyway,
and my girlfriend.
that's family.
Yeah, she's family. Yeah. I cannot find a Wii U used. I went to EB Games, they didn't have any. I've been to pawn shops, I've looked all over online, and I can't find one used. I've talked to some people like at the pawn shops and EB Games. They say the guy at EB Games said he had like 2 or 3 that came in the past like year or something, or like
Wow.
a few like months. Like it is a very rare thing to see. I guess I didn't know that, so I guess people are very,
Well, I mean, they
very
didn't sell that
content
many in
with
the first place, so.
Whoa, shots fired.
Ooh, that is true.
I'll just say
Um,
this, just pretty much, if you're gonna buy one, you're gonna need memory either way. So just pay for the cheaper one and use the extra $50 to go buy memory, because you can buy more memory on its own than you can paying for the 16 gig. So it's like 8 gigs difference, and you can buy a lot more gigs for $50 than you can buying the other Wii U.
So when you buy, so the storage, because I didn't understand that. So the memory doesn't save to the disk of the game; it saves to your hard drive, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay,
And
that's what I thought.
so basically on mine, like I have an 8 gig, and I had, I think, Rayman, Hyrule Warriors, Mario, and then I tried to do an update. I had Mario Kart, but then I tried to update Mario Kart, and I didn't have enough room, and I had like 4
Really?
games.
Wow.
It was bad. So I went out and bought a USB, and I mean, you can buy a USB for like 20 or $30. So just, unless you're dead set on needing the black console, I would just pay the $50 less and then use that extra $50 to go buy memory, and you can get it for way cheaper than the difference of the console price.
Okay, because I've tried looking around and I found, like, there's the 32 gig that comes with Mario Kart, and that's the
Yeah.
only brand new console that I see. I don't see really any 16 gigs.
Okay, maybe, yeah, 32, sorry.
32?
Yeah,
okay.
so it's 8 or 32, but I went out and bought a USB that had some amount of gigs. But I guess I think I bought a 32 gig memory card myself, and then added that on top, and it was like $40. So it was still cheaper than the price of the console, and then I got that extra 8 gigs from the console
See,
as well.
then I'd love to do that. Yeah, I'd love to do that, but I mean, I can't even find a Wii U just by itself. They all come in bundles with the like the games and stuff. So that's a huge problem for me, and I don't want Mario Kart right away, and I don't want the 3D World Mario.
Yeah.
I want like Super Mario Brothers Wii U. That's what I'd want, and they don't make that bundle anymore because I tried looking into that.
Like online, you can't find the, because there was one. There was a Smash Bros. / Splatoon one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should look. You should see if you can find that anywhere online. 'cause
Yeah, then I'd probably go for that one.
Because that's 2 great games that you're gonna want to get anyway. So
Okay, then I'll probably look into that.
you should. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to bring up like
Some
how
positive
hard it
Nintendo
is.
news.
Positive for a change. 'Cause they got pretty
We love you, Nintendo.
beat down earlier.
Like every cast.
in the cast. Then Watch Dogs 2 is another thing.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, I never beat the first one. It was really
Yeah.
hard, but I will get to beating it. But
Okay.
so Ubisoft Montreal Vice President of
Right.
Creation.
Like new Wii U Mario 3D World Edition. Still has warranty.
Where did you find that?
Castnet.
I looked all over Caston. I'm looking
Wait,
every
he said
day.
he didn't
When
want
was
the
that
3D
posted?
World one.
Yeah,
I didn't, but-
It was posted on the 22nd.
On 22nd? Okay, I didn't look from the 22nd till now.
Very light use, great condition, 2-year extended warranty, 100% transferable.
How much is he charging?
$299, $100 less.
$299?
He said he combo was $384 after tax.
What does it come with?
It's the Super Mario edition, so the
Okay,
same one.
those are $320 at like Walmart and EB
Saving
Games.
$30.
plus tax and your eco fees and everything.
Yeah, but I mean that's not gonna.
That's gonna come to like $350.
How much is he charging again?
$299, but make an offer.
Make an offer.
Make an offer.
$150.
Lowball him, yeah, $150.
I give
mean,
you $97.
You can always just offer him a solid $250 and then just say you're firm on it. If he doesn't take it, he doesn't take it.
You gotta be firm.
You gotta be firm.
Well, you
You
can
can be
I have
loose
that
on the
poker
lowballs, but
face.
you
Yeah.
gotta be firm once you bring the price up of it.
Yeah, exactly. You
Hit him with the 97. Pretend it was a joke. 250 is my final.
So, I mean, you could.
You'd be insulted.
Maybe
probably.
one or two, but one or two in between there. I feel like that jump's a little large.
That does jump pretty far.
See, that's what you do though. Offer
You gotta
200 and
confuse
go
your
to
opponent.
250, or offer 250, and if he doesn't take it, say then no. So, I mean,
That's
if it's
interesting.
350, you offer him 250 and he takes it, you're saving $100. Anyway,
That's
all I'm
good.
saying
That's
is I found
true.
that on Castnet.
$100
I'm so
you could
surprised.
have for anything you want. Just think of all the things you could do with that $100.
Or $97.
True.
Exact. You can do a lot with $97.
And buy a Wii
Okay.
U. Fucking lowball a guy and try to buy a Wii U.
I'm very tempted. I'm gonna send a message be like, "Can I buy this for $97?" That is all I have. It is my dream to own this console.
Try and guilt trip him into it.
Yeah, I
And
can
it's all in dimes and quarters.
I sold my car and my house for this $97.
I am got a disease, like, I'm not gonna make it. I just will play your Wii U.
That's
Or if you're willing to spend more, Wii U, Super Mario 3D World, Super Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Just Dance 3, and then 3 extra controllers for
Just
$400.
Dance 3. $400 for Just Dance.
I
I mean, that's worth it right there.
don't like...
Lowball him, hit with the 97.
Brianna would pay or play Just Dance, so...
Oh, yeah. Like,
I don't know, I think for $400 that's a pretty good price to come with the 3D World and the Super Smash and Mario Kart, because those games alone are like $70 each.
I don't want the 3D world, though.
You can definitely lowball them and justify it by saying, I don't want a couple of these games. Take those
I
out.
don't think that's how you justify it when people are selling it as a pack.
Yeah,
What
but
could
you
do-
can take one or two things out. They'd probably be
You
okay
could
with
buy it and then flip the games you don't want and sell them and take some of that back.
it. Sell
That
them
is
back
true.
to him.
That is true.
So I mean, you could probably sell Mario 3D World for like $50 on its own. So
What if I want $97?
then people are gonna lowball you and
Go to
offer you 10.
Just go to
I'm
Dylan.
the king of buying things for 97.
But first you have to offer it to him for
I went to
$150,
the
so
car
he
dealership
lowballs to
and I got my Toyota
97.
Corolla for $97.
Really, 97.
Oh my
eh?
gosh.
I feel like we're really off topic here, but I just
Just a
wanted
little
I just
bit,
wanted to take a look for you, see what I could find. You know,
I'm
Very
gonna
off
have
topic. What do you got, Taylor?
Well,
Bring us back into the topic.
Watch Dogs
Hashtag
2.
transition.
Yeah, Watch Dogs 2. What do you know? I have
What
not
about
heard
Watch
anything
Dogs?
about it yet. I didn't even know
First
they're
one
making a
was a
second one.
massive failure.
I
So
played
you
about
play the
10
first one?
minutes of it.
I haven't played it yet.
Speaking of massive
I had to get
failures,
my new graphics card, so I can play it now. But
Don't bother.
What do you got? What about Watch Dogs 2?
yeah.
I'm a little bit curious.
the vice president of creation of Montreal, Ubisoft, Lionel Reynaud, I think is his name. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
Lionel Richie?
Lionel
Lionel Richie.
But basically, he admitted that Watch Dogs 1 was a flawed game.
Yeah, no crap. Eh?
It was limited in many ways.
Yep,
Good point.
true.
And we plan to.
The hype was so real for that game, and it was such a disappointment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
was
was.
really excited
If
for
there's
that
one
game.
thing that we hate on, like just as much Nintendo, it's probably Watch Dogs 1.
The only reason I got it was because it was free. When I got my graphics card, it came with it, so I can't... I mean, I got a free game.
I paid for it, so
Oh.
I can be disappointed.
That, yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, if you bought it.
So it's a
then
flawed game,
ouch.
and they're gonna make some improvements.
No, they're not.
Nope.
No.
They just know that it was a flawed game.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they're willing to admit.
Oh, jeez.
That's their whole statement.
Will you do anything about this?
They said that it had many similarities to Assassin's Creed 1, which I can definitely see that. But, however, Reynaud believes that Watch Dogs managed to accomplish the same thing as Assassin's Creed 1 did, which was to establish a brand and like that new franchise, that promise. So it's just a matter of building that brand with Watch Dogs 2. So they had there wasn't too much technology that they didn't have at the time when they did make Watch Dogs 1, but they have a lot more, and they've seen all the flaws, and so they know the mistakes that they are going to be correcting this time around, and so... Assassin's Creed 2 was a huge improvement from the first Assassin's Creed. It was amazing. Yeah. So, in any case, considering how much Watch Dogs is to the first Assassin's Creed, and how much of a step up they're going to probably make, because Assassin's Creed 2 is good, I think the sequel is going to be phenomenal.
Well, I mean, that statement's
like
just like fluff. They're not really saying anything, but
yeah, I'd like to jump in and say that Assassin's Creed 1 was actually a really good game, though.
You liked it?
I loved Assassin's Creed 1.
You were one of the few.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think it was a good game?
I
did play it at least 8 years ago.
I think you're comparing relative how bad Watch Dogs 1 is compared to how bad
I thought
Assassin's Creed was just a better game than Watch Dogs 1 was in the first place.
I don't know. Maybe if I went back, I'd have a different opinion. But I really enjoyed Assassin's Creed 1 from when I played it. I know that. And I think one thing that's a little bit flawed about that is that Assassin's Creed 1 is the first game of its type. Mm-hmm. And so they could make the brand off of it because no one else had done that before. Whereas with Watch Dogs, they're trying to make a new brand, but Watch Dogs was like GTA, but you have a cool phone that does fancy things with technology. There's not...
But it doesn't do it well.
Yeah, exactly. There was... And even then,
I feel like that's not entirely true, though. I
phone.
feel like Assassin's Creed built off very much what Prince of Persia created.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was a
But
completely new thing.
I feel like
really
Prince of
cool.
Persia wasn't as big of a brand as, say, GTA.
I think
and
it's because
Saints
the
Row
series
is.
started to suck, but like Prince of Persia is an amazing, or what's it
Like
called?
Sands
Sands of Time is an
yeah,
amazing.
that was
Yeah.
it was
game. The
super-
series just went downhill, but I don't think
Okay.
it's fair to say that Assassin's Creed kind of like
Okay,
creative
yeah, no,
news
that's
sort of
fair
genre,
enough.
yeah.
That's fair enough. I never played this game, so
hmm
fair enough.
They are
Uh,
very different, but there's like a lot of
There's yeah.
inspiration you can see.
I think there's. I guess
some, like,
I can
the
say that there's
movement,
a bit
uh-huh.
much competition in that gameplay sort of style.
Well, nowadays, yeah, because you got your shooters, then you got your crazy whacked out shooters, then you got your side scrollers like Mario, and then you got that like your Assassin's Creed and
And you've got like that
GTA
open
and-
world sort of.
Yeah,
thing.
there isn't too much like that. I mean, for as far as open world, you got Far Cry, Fallout, Skyrim,
Yeah.
kind of all in their own mix.
But I feel they each kind of bring their own flavor to the table.
Yeah,
I definitely found Watch Dogs very similar to GTA, I guess. There wasn't enough emphasis on like the phone technology sort of interaction.
mm-hmm.
Like it was a cool mechanic, I guess, but they didn't do nearly enough with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
And the story I found was very confusing at first. Like when I first started Assassin's Creed, the story was confusing, and that was the same for Watch Dogs. You had all this going on, I wasn't able to pick up on it. So I'm hoping for the sequel, it just starts from the beginning, just like Assassin's Creed 2 did. 'Cause that would be
I think
perfect.
yeah, I think that they should just like a new cast, new characters, new storyline. I think they just kind of like scrub Watch Dogs 1 and have it like that's its own thing, and then Watch Dogs 2 is like starting over as its own new thing that kind of, if it does well, continues on. But just kind of like the way they ended this Watch Dogs 1 especially, I'm not going to spoil it, but like there isn't really much to go from there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm in no hurry then to play the
Don't.
play the game.
It is a very
big letdown.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good to know. I got one more.
You already
thing.
knew that, Taylor.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It could have been.
If
good
you
at
do
the
beat
end.
it, wait for the credits to scroll. There's a thing at the end.
A little short teaser thing.
Don't worry about it.
Figure it out.
Before I forget, Taylor,
Uh-huh.
too, so you know, Xbox One Gold game right now, one of them is Gears of War 2, if you want to download it for Xbox One.
Really?
Yeah, Gears of War 2 is on live right now for their game of the month.
Was it? What was last month's? Was it Thief?
I don't remember.
Oh. Gears of War 2. That'd be fun to play on Xbox One. Interesting. That's a
But
good
if
shout
there's
out.
new achievements, I might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Gears 1 and 3 and Judgment were all available with. No, it was Gears
1
how
through
was that?
3 came with the Ultimate Edition. Is that
Yeah,
that's what you're getting
But
at.
the Ultimate Edition was just a remake of Gears 1.
It was just a remake of Gears 1, but you were given like keys to download Gears 1
yeah.
They-
Yeah.
But now
or I
you
guess
get
2
for
and 3.
free, so.
2 for free, yeah.
through 3. Yeah.
If you keep waiting long enough, they'll all be on Xbox Live for
Exactly.
free, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you know, have you played any games forward? Is there new achievements, or is it just...
I'm trying to think. Like a game that, I guess, like that was
The
originally on the
backwards
360 that they
compatibility?
brought forward.
Yeah.
I haven't done any backwards compatibility games yet. I don't know. I feel like I have, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
We'll look into it.
Yeah. Have you tried backwards compatibility yet?
I haven't yet either.
Yeah.
I haven't had time with school, and all Matt's been playing is Fallout 4 still. He has all the achievements, he just keeps building settlements, and I'm like, really? Is there no other games you could play? And he's just happy
I
building
never
a
even
settlement.
beat it. I just kind of lost interest, honestly.
I have not had time with school. I don't like... all the achievements on it are so obtainable, I feel aggravated that I haven't 100%ed it yet.
Yeah.
But I just don't have the time with school. Nursing is a lot of work. Go to school, get an education, kids.
All right, Taylor.
It helps.
We're moving really slowly. What do you got?
Last one.
This is our filler because Travis isn't here.
Black Ops 3 has their first DLC coming out.
Didn't that game come like a year ago? Or am I
Technically.
crazy?
Came out like December,
Get out of here.
November. It's like
Yeah.
a year ago, but like
It came out at the same time as Fallout 4 because we
Really?
did a Fallout 4 cast, and Taylor's last minute throw in about his new game was Call of Duty 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Call of Duty 3.
So,
Um,
yeah, we spent 45 minutes talking about Fallout 4, and Taylor got 5 minutes about Call of Duty.
Not even 5 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
so.
like 5 seconds.
That's all you need.
All I need.
Anyway.
We'll give you more than 5 seconds now. Though,
Okay.
if you want.
So yeah, so their Black Ops 3, their first DLC is coming out, or first map pack. It's called Awakening, and it's 4 new maps.
That's actually a Fire Emblem game, Taylor.
Well, they're gonna get sued because that's copyright.
Actually,
This is how
that
Nintendo's
means-
gonna make their money.
That means Call of Duty is gonna get sued, not Fire
No.
Emblem.
No, what are you talking about?
Oh my god.
So yeah, they got 4 new maps for multiplayer, and then their classic 1 new zombie map, which is they've usually done for like the past since World at War, all those years ago.
All those years ago.
Yeah, and I'm tempted to get this. Unfortunately, it's coming out first on PlayStation. Those traitors bastards. So I have to wait a fucking month now.
Shoutouts to PlayStation.
So salty right now.
I am salty because I would always get my map first, and I would brag to all my PlayStation friends that they have to wait, and now I gotta wait a fucking month just to play this map, which is so stupid. But anyways, the zombie map is in a medieval castle, and it's
Sounds pretty dope.
it's got like Nazi factories, like mechanical stuff.
And use
Yeah,
swords.
you can't use swords.
There's no medieval weapons.
No, the zombies maybe. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
But they brought back the monkey bombs, which I really love. With
Nice.
they clap the cymbals
Yep.
and all that.
Those
and
are
then
OP.
They are OP, so OP. But they got a lot of really cool new guns, and just playing it, it's called like Ein Erstern something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a weird German map. But just the fact that it's in a medieval castle, it's really cool. And there's like, in one of the other zombie maps, they had hellhounds that come out like through like
The portals?
portals on the walls or whatever, and you'd have to kill zombies near them, and they would eat the zombies that you kill. And now they have dragons, like medieval dragons, sticking their heads through the walls now, and
Wow.
you kill zombies near them, and they're just spewing out fire and everything. It's really cool.
That's really awesome.
So it's just a clash of just your
Call of Duty's
classical
doing anything
zombie.
to get attention these days.
They are doing
Throwing
anything.
dragons in there. Shit.
Yep.
Do you know how
and
they're doing comparatively
It's like
to
Skyrim with
Battlefront?
Nazi zombies.
to Battlefront?
Yeah, that's like
There's a
their
lot
main
to it.
competition, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean.
So
Yeah,
like
because
cast-
DICE has always been their
So good.
competitor with like Battlefield and stuff, so I don't know how much Battlefront's been doing. I think
Yeah, no. Either way, I meant Battlefield, but you can talk about Battlefront too. I'm just wondering how they're doing comparatively, like if they're declining in sales or if they're still holding their
Well,
ground or.
I'm pretty sure they did better because the last Battlefield game was Hardline, and I think it sucked.
Really?
think
You don't think anything sucks?
Well, I mean, it was
I think
a
a
cool
lot of people would
twist.
probably agree.
It was neat. Cops and Robbers was pretty cool, but I didn't get into it, I should say. But, I mean, after that, a couple more Call of Duties came out, so Call of Duty obviously took over the mantle, like Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3. And then Battlefront is made by the same people who did Battlefield, so that's obviously some competition. So I think Battlefront's doing better than Call of Duty right now.
Yeah, really?
I think so.
Well,
Because I'm playing more Battlefront than Call of
Wait,
Duty.
Battlefront. Okay, yeah, no, I thought you said Battlefield for a second there.
No.
so it's okay.
Yeah,
I made
no.
the same thing in the.
Okay, Battlefront I can definitely see doing better than Call of Duty.
I would like to say, by the way, I like how you wrote your name on your notes as if you're like handing it in, or
Where's my note sheet, Taylor?
someone else's in your phone. In your phone, you and your technology.
I have to put this in my folder, claim it on my tax return.
Work receipt.
Work receipt, yeah.
Alright, anything else?
You know, no. That's it.
Right on.
I did know that. Well, where can they find us, Taylor?
Well, ladies and gents out there in the GeekVerse,
Wait,
you can.
do you have more stuff?
I guess.
Oh,
if you guys want
go
to-
for it.
No,
Usually
no.
we go like in an order, like one person
I
after
know.
another.
I
do
said
it-
earlier
right?
I had some other things.
Oh, okay,
to
well, go ahead.
Bring back up.
Go ahead.
That was just an open discussion, you know.
Hashtag
Anyways.
transition.
No, it's
Hashtag
very strict.
transitions.
It's very strict.
Alrighty.
We don't joke.
I'd like to just ask you guys, what are you guys' opinions on pre-orders? Like, do you think, like, if there's a game that
I
you
don't
want
like
to do a
it.
pre-order right away?
No, because I have to go to EB Games and I hate EB Games.
Okay, so Dylan, nay on pre-orders?
Fun fact, I pre-ordered a Lucina and Robin amiibo more than a year ago. Still don't have them. I hate pre-orders.
Just
Pre-orders
so, you
suck.
know, just so you know, you can go get
I
your
couldn't
money
pre-order
back.
Pip-Boy edition. It sucks. Pre-orders are awful. Pre-orders
Okay.
ruin the world.
You go get your money back from pre-orders you don't pick up.
I know. I'm just Too lazy.
I'll just let you know, I worked
to
at
do
EB
that,
Games.
Jessica. I would have to go back to EB Games.
Just
I don't
let me know.
wanna go-
I'm gonna let you know. I worked at EB Games, and you can go through the list of pre-orders that are waiting to be picked up, and they have like just hundreds of people that have given them $5 and never
Forgot about it.
come back to pick up their game. So they've
I don't know if
gotten
it's
all
worth
this
to go to
free-
EB Games for $5.
You know what?
You know,
I think it is.
Yeah.
Major corporation, they don't that $5. I can buy me McDonald's. I can
true.
get 2 McDoubles with that $5. It's worth
fair
it.
enough. All right, Taylor, what do you think of pre-orders?
I
Taylor
quite
loves
like
pre-orders,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Pre-orders mean midnight launches where you get to go out with your friends.
Not
Okay.
always.
Not always, but most of the
like
time.
them? But do you need to pre-order to do that?
No.
No, but then you miss out on pre-order bonuses.
Not always pre-order bonuses to be had.
Not always worth
Not
it.
always, but I mean, I love any pre-order bonus. Like, I went to the Destiny midnight launch to get NHL 15. And
Kind of like how Travis went to a midnight launch to get his wrestling game for. He went to what was it?
I don't remember what I remember.
Is it-
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
told
the
us
big
the story,
title. Yeah,
It's a blurry memory, but
It's on another podcast if you want to
It's
go
kinda
and
same
look
kind
through our
of
history.
Same kind of thing there. But I mean, I went in there and I wanted. I spent the whole 2 hours when I was waiting in line. Should I get Destiny? And I didn't.
2
pre-order
hours
it.
you waited in line?
Oh yeah.
I
was
can
talking
see
to
that for
people.
Destiny. I can see it.
The longest I waited was like 7 hours for Halo 4, I think.
How early did you, 6
I
hours
went there
early?
at I went there at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon with all my friends at EB Games, and the people in front of us set up a TV with their Xbox and were playing Halo in front of the EB Games doors. It was awesome.
That's what Matt did for Halo 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Down in Penticton.
That is
And then,
fantastic.
so they had the TV playing Halo 3, and then right beside it they had a boombox, quote unquote, playing Breaking Benjamins,
Oh, the Halo
Blow Me
Mjolnir.
Away
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
Nice.
So they were the coolest kids at the Halo 3 launch.
It was a different time back then.
Oh yeah.
Simpler times.
Yeah, simpler time.
Okay.
But that's why.
So yeah, no, I think pre-orders have been kind of. They used to be good. I used to be a fan of them. Now I'm just kind of not so much. I generally nowadays pre-orders I've found they don't really give you the only time they give you a benefit is when you get exclusive content, and even then the only pre-order that I can think of that'd be worth it nowadays would be the Dark Souls 3 one, because that comes with exclusive, it comes with figurines, the cool cloth map of the entire area.
But you have to pay extra for those ones.
Yeah,
don't
you do have to pay extra,
so
but if that's the only way to get that sort of stuff and you're a hardcore fan,
see, that's not so
then-
much really. I mean, that's a requirement,
Yeah.
not so much. Same with the whole Pip-Boy. You had to buy it right away or pre-order it right away.
Yeah.
You pretty much had to pre-order it.
So
Yeah.
do you mean what comes with pre-ordering special editions and what you get?
yeah,
special edition?
editions more so than pre-orders.
Okay, well, that's a different
Yeah, okay.
story.
All right.
I know, when I went and pre-ordered one of my Assassin's Creed games, they gave me a pin, a blow-up. It was for Assassin's Creed 3, a blow-up tomahawk, and an actual medallion coin. And then I've gotten necklaces for Assassin's Creed for pre-ordering, all that kind of really cool stuff.
Okay.
Even a couple shirts, I think, for stuff
Nice.
too.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
So that's what
Yeah.
I was thinking you're talking about.
See,
Yeah.
because it depends. If you're talking about pre-ordering, putting $5 down, or paying extra to get the extra editions. Because I have completely different opinions on those. I'm okay to go and pre-order something. It's not a necessity for me, but I completely have no interest in paying $100 for the Assassin's Creed figurine plus the $70
Yeah.
for the game. So I don't think I've really bought any extra editions for anything. Maybe Pokemon, but that's Pokemon.
All right. So what I'm getting into here is one thing that's kind of sparked a bit of controversy, I guess, is what the Rise of Tomb Raider, what they did with their pre-orders. The pre-order price was, I think it was about, is $70, I think. I'm just ballparking. And then the price on release day was 10% less than that. It was $60, which is a questionable thing they did. That's one thing. Pre-orders for myself personally, I don't think, unless you're getting a special collector's edition that you can only pre-order, I think that it's generally better to wait for the game, just because there could be a chance that like on release day, someone will play it and they'll realize it's actually not that great, and then you just put so much money into it. They are good with refunds nowadays, but that's one thing. If you can wait, definitely wait for it. I mean, there's generally not like you're not going to die if you don't play the game on day one. You know,
and play some Melee.
Yeah, exactly. You play some Melee, play a game that you've been looking at for a year or two, that's just been sitting on your shelf or your Steam library, something like that. Usually, you'll be able to get more. You'll be a lot happier with your games, in a way, I guess, because you can just find discounted prices in a couple of months or something. But yeah, one thing with the Tomb Raider thing that there's a bunch of controversy about is how what they did was. They made it sound like when you pre-ordered, you get the Tomb Raider 2013 for free, and you get the DLC, one or two DLC packs for free. But really, what they're doing is on the day one release, you get just the game for I think it was like $60-something, and then but none of the DLC. And then in explaining it, they said the additional cost was for the Tomb Raider 2013 and the DLC. Mm-hmm. So they advertise it as you're getting those things for free with the pre-order, but you're not actually getting them free because you're paying the additional $8-10, whatever it is.
Bastards.
So lots of people are pretty upset about it. You got to be careful with that sort of stuff when you do pre-order. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what I was getting at there. So that's
pretty grimy.
A Tyler's tip. If you can, don't pre-order in 90% of the scenarios. Yeah.
I think it'd be more fair to say don't buy it day one until you kind of hear stuff, because you can go and pre-order a game and not pick it up.
That's
like they
true.
hold your game for 3 days.
True. Yeah.
So even if you pre-order a collector's edition, I think you have, for collectors, it's 7 days. Normal games, it's 3 days or something like that.
Sure,
I think EB Games, it depends on like your membership, because if they have a membership card, and if you're like the highest ranking membership, they hold it for a week. For lower membership, it's 3 days.
So yeah, I think it's okay to pre-order, but give it a day or two before.
Definitely be careful. Make sure you know what you're getting into. Exactly. The pros don't always outweigh the cons.
Unless
we'll
it's from Bethesda, and then you know you're getting quality.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bethesda.
Shout out to Bethesda.
Definitely.
Start shipping things to Canada, please. I'll give you more money if you want it. It's all yours.
Making it rain on Bethesda. Okay, now can Taylor sign us out?
What do you got? Do you have anything else, Tyler?
I don't think so.
Alright.
I'm good.
Okay, where can they find us?
Well, as long as you got that internet connection handy and you're good to go onto the internet on Google. I haven't tried Ask Jeeves or any of that.
I thought we did that before.
I can't remember. Probably.
Or Yahoo.
We check every time. Yahoo, I think.
Don't use it.
I think I checked
Probably
Yahoo.
don't use Yahoo.
Yeah.
I don't
Or
think
Bing.
I
Don't use Internet
check.
Explorer either.
No, use
Google
Chrome.
Google
Yeah,
Chrome.
use Google Chrome. But, so yeah, if you go on Google, you type in GeekVerse Podcast, you'll see all of our links on there. But, in particular, I want you to go onto Facebook, sign in your Facebook account, and then in the search bar, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to type in GeekVerse Podcast. GeekVerse is one word, space, podcast. You'll see our beautiful logo. It's a green GV. Click on it, and you'll have so much awesome content you can't even get enough of. And hit the like button, please. I need you to hit that like button because Travis is beating me by a long shot on Twitter, and that needs to stop right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, help us out.
And if you want to help out Travis, we're on Twitter at GeekVerseCast. Sorry, I have to put it out there anyway. We're also on iTunes,
iTunes and
SoundCloud.
GeekVerse Podcast.
Yeah.
If you want to be super simple, you can just go on Google, search GeekVerse Podcast. All those things are going to show up.
It's true.
But ignore the Libsyn one. That is false advertising now. It's no longer in effect.
Yeah, we've changed to SoundCloud now, so
Yeah.
go to SoundCloud.
And we're on a 1-year membership now with SoundCloud, aren't we?
Yeah,
So you're guaranteed these
You're
awesome
guaranteed.
casts for the next year.
Yep. And so next week actually is our Geek Versus video game characters. It's where we duke it out. We put a bunch of random hypothetical battles up, and we get. I think this one we recorded a while ago, but I think we got pretty fired up. It was pretty.
Is this the one?
It was a pretty juicy one.
It's like a repeat of the Assassin's Creed Applebee's
I think
incident.
I think I got pretty salty on this one. So if
You got really
if
salty
you're down for
on
some
this
salt,
one.
tune in next week. That'll be.
You
next
were
week.
really salty.
Yeah.
It's true.
And then the next week, just regular newscast, I'm sure. Thanks for listening. Hashtag Save Hannibal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ciao.
Hashtag transition.
Ciao.
I'm gonna go eat a donut from Tim Hortons.
Me too.
Oh.
That's where I'm going.
I have a thing. Free donut.
Are you offering it to me? I don't know.
Well, you guys both want a donut, so
Nice.
whoever takes it.
Free donut.
I bet you it expired already, didn't it?
It did.
Did it actually?
Yeah.
Did it really?
November 4th to December 1st,
Since when do
2015.
things
I feel like I got
expire
that, like,
these
2
days?
weeks ago.
I hope Travis keeps that.